Hello, we're here. I didn't have my mouth full until a second ago. No, it's okay. Hi.
Everything's fine. This is a professional stream that is airing on time, on the day it was supposed to, with no hang-ups, and we're both great streamers.
It's fine. It's all okay. Don't worry about it. How are you all doing today? How are you, Anya?
I myself am fantastic. I am probably the best rested I have been for one of these episodes so far. So I'm ready to dive into this with a lot of enthusiasm and energy.
Hell yeah. It has been a week. It has been a week.
It has been 1 week.
Yeah. So how about Twitter imploding today, huh? This is the second thing about rich people imploding lately. I'm so sorry.
No, that's pretty good actually. I like that.
I am so sorry.
So, okay, I was gonna make a joke like, oh, that joke was a little out of my league because, like, depth is, like, measured that way. But I didn't know if that would be, like, funny. So I backed off. But I feel like I should have approached it with confidence.
Yeah. I guess it's fine, though. Not everyone can just pull off a joke like that immediately. You wear out of your depth, and that's fine.
I feel like that's just the joke I was going to make with one different word, and that doesn't count.
That's spreading these rumors about it. Now I'll assume that all of the stay night delays is eating a sandwich. Thank you, Tom.
We've been eating a sandwich for months.
Hello, Wise. Yeah, we're starting. Well, we started
I don't know if I'd say newly started.
We started the actual Fate route the last time we were doing this, but yeah, it's gonna be exciting. And I should mention for anyone new in chat, like Wise, I have in fact not read Fate Stay Night and not even watched Fate Stay Night, but I'm a Fate Grand Order player. I know some plot twists. I've been on the wiki. I know things. Anya doesn't. Anya is going in blind.
I watched one episode of one of the Fate animes with you and saw a lot of worms. And that was my entire, like, exposure to the franchise of Fate for a very long time until we started this.
We only watched the first episode of Zero!
And I couldn't get past the worms, frankly.
Don't worry. Don't worry. I'm sure the worms will not be relevant or have any kind of influence on anything going on in the BN.
I'm definitely not clueless. And that's why I definitely know for absolute certain that the worms aren't gonna come back again.
The worms are a pretty fair exposure to fate, you feel like. Don't worry about it!
So, now the concerning thing is that's what Wack told me. So, I'm expecting to see the worms, frankly.
Don't worry about it. I have lore about some things that will happen later. When they happen, I should not say anything, but you will see when we eventually maybe get there, or maybe not. Maybe I'm just misdirecting you. Maybe you think there's going to be worms and there's none. Who knows?
I mean, that certainly would be a fast one you could pull on me.
Don't worry, we only got giant space spiders. No, wait, that is way later. Or before, depending on the timeline. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Oh, don't worry about it. That's exactly what I was thinking. Oh dear.
Anyway, I'm actually turning off the Saku theme, and I am... Oh, we're a little bit offset. Give me one moment. I'm going to scooch. There we go. Anya is in my shoulder, and she's visible. Say hi, mini Anya.
Hello. I'm like the pirate on your proverbial shoulder.
You're the pirate?
I think the parrot goes on the shoulder of the pirate, and that was an error.
Don't worry about it. I just found it funny. Okay, opening fate. Don't worry about it. Everyone talks about the lore and world building while you bite with the character writing. That's fair. There's very good character stuff in Fate.
I'm really falling in love with the characters already. We're so like shallow into this, but even just like the most tropey presentations are done.
Yeah.
Like really satisfyingly, I find.
Oh, you're going to enjoy this game a lot. I have a feeling. Without going into details, you're going to. Oh right, I need to stream this to you. You cannot see anything.
I would like to see it.
One moment, chat. I need to expose Anya to these horrors.
Time to get my daily dose.
Your favorite times are when it's goofy interactions between characters or just outright horror. Yeah, there's gonna be quite a bit of that. Don't worry. Shame we switched from Rin to Shiro, but hey, them's the breaks. Hi, this is your number one Shiro fan shirt. He's a good boy.
You had me in the first half because I absolutely miss Rin. I really miss the complex inner monologue.
Don't worry. I'm sure we will see Rin again.
I don't think she's ever gonna come back up in the plot.
All right, we were on this choice.
Right. Okay. So like, okay, our friends needing to be walked home in the middle of the night in a city where weird shit's been happening is definitely more important than us needing to give our crazy housemate attention, right?
Yeah, but...
No, I think that was just a statement, actually. I think I just meant that one. Like, sure, the ambiguity of playing with Fujine is interesting. Because I don't know what the fuck that means. But also, I feel like we should be walking our friend home.
Okay, then let's just take Sakura home. Don't worry about it. Hello, Meltman. Welcome. She was the true waifu, says chat. So then, final choice. We're walking Sakura home.
Yeah, okay, I'll lock it in.
You will lock in.
I hate that you're like building up the suspense with me when I know for a fact you're not entirely sure what goes on either.
Yeah, I did just open the flowchart for the choices in case any of these led to a bad ending.
Oh, I see.
But don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
All right. I did not know that for a fact, but let's get this show on the road.
I haven't thanked Sakura for dinner yet, so I'll go and talk to her. I forgot who was voicing Shiro. Was that me or you? I think it was me?
No idea.
I can do it.
Professionals.
Yeah, it's getting late, so I should walk her home too. Sakura's in the living room, getting ready to go home, having finished the cleaning.
Huh? Weren't you taking a bath, senpai?
No, I'll take it later. I'll take you home first.
Take me home?
Yeah, it's getting dangerous outside lately. Hey, look, it's exactly what you were thinking about.
Hey.
So I'm
Hey.
going to walk you home. Your house is far away. Let me at least do this since you're coming here. Sakura falls into an awkward silence. Did I say something bad?
I'm sorry. I appreciate your concern, but you should stay here. I'm used to going home, so I should be fine by myself.
Well, that may be true, but it's getting dangerous these days, so I'll walk you home for a bit.
But if Nissan sees you, you'll be in trouble too.
Oh. That's right. Sakura's brother, Shinji, doesn't approve of Sakura coming to my place. He can't object too strongly because she says she's going to Fujine's house, but it could be a problem if I take her home. I don't care about getting falsely accused myself, but it's not good if Shinji takes it out on Sakura. But I can walk you part of the way, right? We shouldn't run into Shinji between here and the intersection. Sakura is silent. Considering Sakura, she must not be able to lie to Shinji if I take her home even part of the way. Then... Shall I walk you home? Thank you. Thank you for offering that. A tiger-striped English teacher appears. That's getting the lamb out after the lion. When I say it's dangerous for a girl to be out at night, I think another one is just... No. It's a mistake to call Fujine a girl.
I'm pretty sure someone in chat just made that same joke.
Yeah, Tom just made that joke. For starters, she doesn't head the archery club for nothing. Her 5th dan kendo skills are dangerous in many ways. I guess Fujine will be fine. You should be able to fight off anyone. Straight up, huh? Yeah, no, that's fair.
Yeah, just don't bother talking around it. Just say it.
Yeah. Right, so there's no problem with me taking her home. Is that okay, Sakura-chan?
Yeah, if that's alright with you, Fujimura-sensei.
I am trying to give Taiga the most manic voice I can feasibly give her. It's decided. Let's go then. I was thinking I should head home too.
I keep forgetting she doesn't live here.
Yeah,
She's just hanging out.
She's just hanging out and getting food off of him. Fujine starts to walk off, taking Sakura's hand. Oh, hang on, Sakura.
What is it, senpai?
Dinner was good. Thank you for everything. Look at that face!
I'll do my best again next time if you don't mind, senpai.
She's so precious, holy shit. Saying so with a big smile, Sakura leaves the living room. I know I'm blushing. It's troublesome as Sakura surprises me a lot these days. Time flies. She was just a junior before. Now she's a female junior to me. How pitiful of me. Well, why do I have... Oh, disgusting. Oh, the flowchart PDF opened up in Microsoft Edge? Disgusting.
I mean, Microsoft Edge is fine for PDFs. That's kind of all it's good for.
Having the different contrast between Rin and Shiro's general POV of the world shows that Nasu didn't fall into the common writing problem of having everyone the same voice. That is very fair. I hadn't even thought about that being
In the last part, I think I was commenting about how, like, the two protagonists we've seen before have felt very, very different.
Yeah. You gotta delete Edge from your system like a true chat. I really should. Sakura's like family to me, so I can't accept this change.
I think I lost your audio again.
Oh no! I hope it will be fine. We're just scrolling through a few things. Anya? Here, girl.
I have returned.
Hello. You have?
Yeah.
Good.
So, okay. Whenever that happens, instead of waiting for it, I just leave and rejoin, and it's like nothing ever happened.
Interesting. Okay. Do you have the stream up then?
Yes, I do.
And so the day ends. Just before midnight, Miyashiro must carry out his daily routine of using magic. Just quote magic, unquote.
As if that's real.
I stretch out and adjust my breathing. I try to empty my mind. I ignore everything around me and pay attention only to what is inside me. Trace on. As if to hypnotize myself, I murmur the spell I'm long accustomed to. No, I really am hypnotizing myself. As I have no magic crest and no knowledge of magic, a spell is only a change to myself. Normally there are no lines in a human body to allow the passage of magical energy. To artificially change my body to create such a line, I need enough concentration to unify my whole body and every nerve within it. Magic is a battle with yourself. For instance, at this very moment, I am inserting a burning steel rod into my backbone. This metal rod is the only magic circuit I can prepare for myself. When I insert it this deep into my body and connect it to the nerves, I can finally become a magus. Oh god! This is not a metaphor. In reality, something like a burning tongue which cannot be seen or felt is being inserted into my backbone. It is harsh. I am a sorcerer. Emiya Kiritsugu, the man who said so, was really a magus. A living magus who performed many marvels and had touched the very structure of the world. As a young child, I admire him and asked him to teach me magic. But you cannot become a magus just through effort. It requires born talent and appropriate knowledge. And of course, I have no talent, and Kiritsugu taught me nothing of magic. He said something about me having no need of such knowledge. I still don't know what he meant by that. But still, it did not matter to me back then. I thought that if I could use magic, I could be like him. But I was not born with talent. No strength of magic circuits, no accumulated works of magic handed down for generations. The work of magic Kiritsugu possessed, the magic crest passed down the Emiya family, can only be passed down to blood relation. A magic crest forces a rejection on those with no blood relation. So as an adopted son, I could not receive the Emiya family's magic crest. Well, anyways, as I don't even know what a magic crest is, it doesn't matter if I don't have one or not. So now all it comes down to is training what I can do. If I want to be a magus, I have to learn magic fit to my nature. To be blunt, magic is a way to release one's magical energy. You could say that magical energy is my life force. It is divided into two forms, a large source, mana, floating around the world, and a small source, odd, created inside oneself. Yep, that is why the general, though mana is generalized as both of these, both together are referred to as prana, usually. It's like a whole, structure of what mana is.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Magic equals pain is so cool. You're violating the rules of the universe and being human, and so it bounces back at those who use it. Don't worry about it.
We love fucked up wizards.
Yeah, it goes without saying that the large source is superior to the small one. The power of mana is on a completely different level from odd. Whatever the form of the magic, a spell using the large source far exceeds one using only one's own power. That is why superior magi excel at drawing magical energy from the world. It's like a filter. A magus turns his body into a filter, soaks up the mana from the world around him, and changes it into something he can use. This filter is what we call a magic circuit. This is the talent one is born with, and the number of magic circuits within you is determined the moment you are born. Normally, human beings do not have many magic circuits. To begin with, there are always very few. That is why magi pile them up generation after generation, making their children more suitable to use magic. I hear some families go too far and increase the number of magic circuits by selective breeding. You know, it's okay, just magic family inbreeding, don't worry about it.
It's about what I expected from this sort of thing.
Yeah? Yeah, down to bloodline fuckery, yeah. Well, since I was raised in a normal family, I don't have many magic circuits. Yay, eugenics, right?
We love it.
So that leaves only one method open to me. According to Kiritsugu, every person has at least one form of magic they are fit for. He said something about drawing out magical energy appropriate to their origin, but I didn't really understand. All I know for sure is that even I have some magic I can use, and if I train that magic, I may be able to become like Kiritsugu. Oh man! I did not expect origin talk to come this fucking early. That is like high concept stuff. I am not...
There's me sitting here like, yeah, sure, like, you know, your hometown.
I am not going to explain this because I am waiting for when the game actually does.
Huh?
That is why I learned only that magic. That was 8 years ago. After a lot of thought, Kiritsugu finally accepted me as his student. Listen, Shiro. Or do you want to voice him, the father?
I can. Listen, Shiro. To learn magic is to stray away from common sense. You die when you die, and you kill when you must. Our essence is not in life, but in death. Magic is only a way to destroy yourself.
I guess I had no fear as a child. Kiritsugu smiled bitterly, putting his hand on the nodding Miyashiro.
What I will teach you will bring you conflicts. That is why you must not use it in front of people, and you must not cease your... Okay, I lost the stream.
Oh no! It's just mid-sentence.
You must not cease your We love it. We will one day have a stream without technical issues.
You think she's a warm teacher? What is the title? A wonderful teacher? What is the title talking about? Don't worry about it. I'm sure Taiga will not become more eccentric as the time goes on. Don't worry. Also, did you try popping out and back in?
I'm doing that right now.
Take your time, hon.
So it's just not loading now.
Huh. Let me be the one that dips out and then back in. I do apologize about the constant problems we're having with this. It is as frustrating for me. And for
One
Anya.
day.
One day it will be fixed.
One day.
It went mostly well last time. What about now?
Maybe we're getting it out of the way early. Yeah, there it is.
Pog.
And you must not cease your practice, even though it is difficult to learn. Well, I don't really care if you break that one. The most important thing is that magic is something you use not for yourself, but for others. If you do that, you may become a magic user, but you will not become a magus.
I guess Kiritsugu didn't want me to become a magus. I don't care about that. I don't admire a magus, I admire Kiritsugu. If I can become like Kiritsugu and be there for someone like on that red day, that will be I'm thinking needlessly. I feel the iron rod in my backbone slide into place. If I lose control of my breathing now, it could be a fatal mistake. The artificial magic circuit will eat away at my body and destroy it. If that happens, I will die. I could be only an amateur, failing such an elementary step. I grind my teeth and resume the connection. After a battle like walking on needles, the iron rod finally arrives deep within me and fuses with my body. This process took me about an hour. After that much time, I'm finally able to make one artificial circuit. One circuit that produces magical energy. Basic structure. Analyze. After that, it becomes a process of naturally flowing magical energy. Emiyashiro is no magus. He is only a magic user who can create magical energy within his body and channel it into objects. So there's only one magic possible, which is... composition. Analyze. Strengthening objects. It is a magic of strengthening that reinforces the object's abilities by understanding the object structure and channeling magical energy into it. Basic structure. Alter. Before me is a metal pipe. I will channel magical energy into it, perform the simplest magic, and reinforce its durability. Basically, channeling your magical energy into something other than yourself is like pouring poison into that object. It is just as the blood of Emiyashiro is not the blood of the metal pipe. Pumping different blood only accelerates its breakdown. It's only good and strengthen it. To prevent that and turn the poison into a tonic, one must completely understand the structure of the target and channel the magical energy into small, open spaces. Composition. Reinforce. Yeah, he does this every fucking night for the past, 8 years, he said? And he's only at this level. My man's is determined.
It's called a grind set, Black.
Do you know grind set? Sigma male Shiro.
This is how you get ahead in the business.
Sigma
you do not
mage.
stop.
I am not a magus. I am a Sigma mage. It must be easy for a skilled magus, but for me, who can't even create sufficient magical energy, it's as hard as hitting a target hundreds of meters away. The usual target in archery is 28 meters away. How much harder it is at many times the distance, well, goes without saying. The heat in my body quickly escapes. The burning pillar in my backbone disappears, and the lungs stretched to the limit demand air. I arch my back, hold off the days almost making me pass out. I failed again, damn it. There's no change in the metal pipe. It's just the magical energy I poured into it has evaporated into the air. It's hard to improve something that already has form. The thing I'm attempting is like adding something to an already complete work of art. Adding to a complete object risks making it less perfect. Adding unnecessary things will actually decrease the value. That is why the magic of strengthening is simple yet difficult, and only a few magi use it willingly. It's not like I use it willingly either, but it can be helped as this is the only thing I'm good at. It could be so much easier if I could just form something out of clay and use it instead, but its substitute in appearance doesn't have the internal structure too much. The junk around here is a good example. When I fail with strengthening magic, I make some substitute objects to practice and to calm down, but they all end up with nothing inside. I can visualize something structured easily, so I can make the outside look like the original, but it's empty inside. And of course it doesn't do anything. I wipe the sweat off my brow. Now that I think about it, I realize my whole body is sweating like I've been drenched with a bucket of water. But I'm lucky it just ended like this. That was really bad. If I'd taken a second longer to recover myself, I could have probably destroyed most of my body.
Wet science.
Wet what?
Wet science.
If I improved every time I came closer to death, there might be some hope. It's not even that easy. But it is true that you won't improve your magic if you're scared of death. As long as you study magic, death is always right beside you. Even if simple magic repeated every day can go off with a simple mistake, taking the caster's life. That is the dagger. Anya? Anya?
We do, huh?
This is the dad speaking.
Oh, fuck. The first step of Omegas is to accept death.
Kiritsugu said so sadly. Maybe he meant that he didn't want me to take such a step. Saving someone means not saving someone else. A superhero is really selfish, huh? Kiritsugu said that to me when I told him I wanted to be just like him. I still don't know what he meant. But Miyashiro has to become a superhero who goes around saving people, just like Emiya Kiritsugu. But I still can't even do basic things like this. Why do I get distracted by needless things at the most important times? I'm so stupid.
No.
You want to protect the boy?
No, don't be mean to yourself.
It's not enough to understand the structure of an object with mere vision. A skilled magus only detects what's important and channels magical energy without waste. My dream is to become a superhero. I remember what Fujine said during dinner. I don't think it's embarrassing nor impossible. It's already determined, and Miyashiro will succeed Emiya Kiritsugu. That's why, even though I'm inexperienced, I've done everything I can. I don't know what kind of person a superhero should be, so I can only approach it by helping others within the limits of my abilities. I have aimed straight for the goal for the past 5 years, but when things just go wrong like this, I do have doubts. I don't get it, Father. How can I become a superhero? Mans just wants to help people!
I'm really here for it.
I look up at the sky through the window. It's not like I can just randomly do good deeds. I think being a superhero is different from just helping others. I know that, but the question is, how can I become one? The difference between the two is the thing I've failed to understand for these past 5 years. He has to step up! Oh, hey, look! New day!
Wow.
Day 2! The Miyashiro grind set is in fact a meme in the community. Thank you. I'm so happy to hear. My awakening is dark. Perhaps I just don't dream much, but unless something really special happens, I always seem to have the same dream. What I imagine are swords. I don't know why it is, but this is the only thing that comes into my mind. There's no meaning or reason to it. It may just be one of the aspects making up Shiramiya. There are no dreams to dream. The only things I recall from sleep are things I was taught a long time ago. For example, about Magi. Even if I'm an amateur, if I'm a magus, it's only natural for me to understand the kind of world I live in. Frankly speaking, a magus is an exception who deviates from modern society, but even exceptions must band together to survive. Father told me that the group of Magi is called the Magic Association. He also said that I shouldn't associate with them. The Magic Association hides magic and organizes Magi. They basically keep watch to see that Magi do not affect society with magic, but the strange part is that they do not prohibit misuse of magic. According to Kiritsugu, the Magic Association is only interested in the concealment of magic. Even if Magus carries out his research at the expense of the lives of many ordinary people, the Magic Association will not punish him. Their priority is that magic should not become public, so they do not ban magic. So they're crazy people who think you can do anything as long as you don't get caught.
Hell yeah.
Anyway, the surveillance of the Magic Association is thorough. Most magical research could cost the lives of ordinary people, and as a result, the existence of magic could become public. So, the association does not allow research that could harm society. So Magi stay at home and research quietly, while the normal world carries on unmolested.
This is why no one likes wizards. They just sit up there in their fucking towers all day, every day.
Hence, Magi only try to hide themselves to escape the association. So perhaps I just don't know it, and a Magus lives in this town.
Wouldn't that be crazy?
Wouldn't that be fucking crazy? I hear Fuyuki City is a spiritually excellent area. Such an area always has a distinguished Magus with a history. They are called the Second Owner, an elite, and the association entrusts the area to them. Magi who could live in the area must visit them and obtain the permission to construct a workshop. Oh, great! Great! Wonderful! We are doing fucking terrain speculation with magic, like, stuff.
Like, okay, cool, I appreciate that you're trying to do magic, but have you talked to your local homeowners association?
Looking at like that, we're thieves living here without the permission of the landlord. No, you're not. Or you are, and fuck the landlord, be thieves.
Not even a remotely based take. Come on, Shiro, you can do better.
You definitely have to change this mindset, Shiro. Father was an outlaw who cut his ties with the association and moved here without the consent of the administrator of Fuyuki. The owner doesn't know that Emiya Kiritsugu was a magus, and Kiritsugu did not know who the owner was. Well, if you want to see who the landlord is in chat. With reasoning like that, I think our position is ambiguous. Father, the real magus, has passed away, and I, his son and pupil, don't have the magic association and have not the skill to be a magus. From the association's point of view, they would want to catch an amateur like me doing things. But I've seen no movement yet. No, I've heard that Japan is relatively hidden from the edge of the association, so I think I've just not been found out. It's okay, don't worry, it's like very minor. But that doesn't mean I can't let my guard down. People say that the eyes of the association are everywhere. On top of that, if you commit a crime with magic, the heretic contents of the church will come after you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah? Don't worry about it.
The church knows about magic.
Yeah, don't worry about it. The church is a whole thing.
Oh, jeez.
That just means whatever you use magic for, lack of care will create enemies. It's fucked. It's really fucked.
Good lord.
And Miyashiro just have to study independently, taking that into account. Easy!
Also, I'm glad I just kind of assumed that Rin was probably the landlord anyways, so...
Yeah, I think she is, because there is an event in... I'm pretty sure there's an event in Fate Grand Order where that was brought up, so I think I remember that.
It just felt like that would make the most narrative sense, the way they're talking about it. Like,
Yeah.
oh, a really powerful person who lives in this city that I
Yeah.
haven't met yet.
Yeah. That is just the Tosaka family being the Tosaka family, don't worry about it. I wake up to see the sun shining into the window. Why are you in your room, Shiro? The sun might have just risen, but it's still a bit dark outside. I really am not good in the mornings. I get up, trying not to be defeated by the morning chill, and quickly fold up my futon. Futon. It's 5:30. One of my strengths is waking up at this time, no matter how late I go to sleep. I do sometimes make mistakes and wake up late like yesterday, but I usually wake up early. Alright, breakfast. Before Kohai goes and does it for me. Since I let Sakura do all the work yesterday, I have to return the favor this morning. I should finish preparing before Sakura arrives. I cook rice and make some miso soup. It was radish and carrot yesterday, so I make onion and potato miso soup today.
Oh, that sounds really good.
Freak wake up powers. No, I actually get that. I always wake up at the same-ish hour to myself. Varying my stomach hurting and waking up in the middle of the night or something like that. I will always wake up around the 12:30 to 1 p.m. time.
I don't understand how you do that. Like, I don't think I've woken up at the same time ever.
I really relate to Shiro on that. Natural clocks be like, yeah. I also make the usual broth egg and broth boil, and I'm done. I cut and salt the sorry and stop just before cooking it. Alright, that should do it. It's almost 6 o'clock. I finished earlier than expected, so I have some extra time. So what should I do? Oh, I thought I was getting a choice.
Oh, I'm disappointed.
Oh, there was a little screen there. It's entirely possible that there was a choice that could have affected which route you go on. But I didn't get it because I'm going the linear route with the thing.
Oh.
So it's possible that was going to be a choice, and it will be a choice when we get back to this point in the future.
Very interesting.
You almost always wake up around 9 since you got your sleep schedule more set. You usually vary a lot. Yeah, fair. I guess I can train a bit if I have this much time. The morning exercises are my daily routine, so I'll go and stretch my body a bit. Shiro wiggling in the backyard. Oh! You have a dojo!
Oh, of course you have a dojo.
I keep forgetting how fucking big your entire house is. The empty dojo is quiet enough to brace myself. In the morning, when the sun has just risen, the silence has a holy feel to it that fascinates those who come here.
So, really quick, this couldn't matter less, but I saw the reflective wood-paneled flooring. I saw the big, placard there. And I did assume this was a basketball court briefly. And that little block of calligraphy was a backboard.
I'm sorry to tell you, Anya, but Shiro Emilia will never be ballin'.
I was gonna say, he doesn't strike me as a baller, frankly.
The dojo, your favorite character in the VN. The background could be a Mugen stage. I bet it is. I bet you it is. Well, there's only one thing to do now that I'm here. Since Kiritsugu died, this place has become a gym to train my body. Even Magus cannot neglect to train their body. One of the requirements for Magus is to have excellent physical abilities. Hey look, mages are not glass cannons who only use spells, huh? It is, says Lodani. Fog.
I think I could still beat a mage in a fight.
You say the place and the time? I'll fight you.
We'll talk later.
While Kiritsugu was alive, we had many matches here. Well, it was pretty much him beating on me, so I didn't learn anything about how to win in a fight. But I think I learned the difference between a fight and a battle. In other words, I was taught the difference between killing your opponent and beating your opponent. Knowledge and experience are different. Unless I know in advance, it's hard to tell whether I'm involved in a fight or a murder. It's a simple story. As long as you learn magic, you might destroy yourself, and times will come when you have to fight. For a magi, a fight means killing each other. So I think what Kiritsugu wanted to teach me was to prepare my mind for the prospect of death. So he just bit me, don't worry about it. I could definitely take almost any mage. Oh wait, you mean in a fight? Incredible.
Yes, I do mean in a fight. I'm out here breaking bones.
Do not pick me up by the hoge.
I pick you up by the ahogi and I swing you around and throw you into the sunset.
I do the little sparkly, like,
Yeah,
effects. Why don't you? Oh, yeah, I know exactly what you mean, Tom, and that's spoilers. Oh, that's a deep cut. But it's been a while since my teacher passed away. On my own, all I can do are simple exercises that anyone could do. Well then, let's do this properly. After warming up by stretching, I start my exercises, keeping my attention inside my body. I comprehend the flow of the magic circuit, the friction in my bones, the distortion in my thinking during fatigue, all while I'm training. This man is doing a lot. Even a simple push-up can be training for the magic circuit if I put on metal shackles instead of metal weights. As I don't have a teacher, exercise like that of a club's morning practice is an important part of training. I was almost half expecting her to just be watching him training, like drooling.
Right?
But no.
Good morning, Senpai. Have you finished preparing breakfast already?
Yeah, breakfast is done. All that's left is setting out the table and cooking the fish.
That's not really done.
Oh, I'll help then. I'll prepare the dishes. Oh, that's you, right. I fucked.
Man, you just stole that from me.
I can't believe I just did that.
I mean, no sense in reading it twice.
How could I? Sakura is cheerful, and behind that admirable junior is a sopping wet beast. Oh, this is the smell of Shira's omelette. I see you're making breakfast this morning. When will you ever be the one doing breakfast?
I don't think she knows how.
Fujine moves slowly to the table. No, says Chat.
I think it's illegal for her to cook her own food.
I think if she tried to cook her own food, like, it would be a toxic sludge. Do you know the pixelated food in Zelda?
The dubious food, yes.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, what's also worth considering is this isn't her house, and I would not trust her with open flames.
Do not give this woman the power of using fire.
Hey, hang on a second. This bitch is walking into your house in the middle of the morning and she's like, oh, you're cooking breakfast today? Like, you don't live here.
Well, that aside, and also the previous day, she fucking tricked you into putting oyster sauce into the food.
Right, like, I don't want you here for my meals. Go away.
Well, that aside, first I have to cook the fish I prepared. Sakura, can you use the dishes in the middle? That will make it look better.
Huh? This one with bumps?
Yeah, that. You have to think about the plates too, or it's an oversight. Oh, and the radish is already grated. Sakura takes out a dish from the back. I think I saw a faint bruise on her wrist when she leaned forward. Hold on, Sakura.
Yeah? What is it, Senpai?
What's that mark on your wrist?
Oh.
She looks away awkwardly. And that tells me who caused that bruise. Shinji again, huh? What does he think he's doing beating on his big sister?
That's not it. I fell and hurt myself. I'm a bit slow, you know? That's why I fall and get hurt a lot. Oh no.
Don't be stupid. How could you get a bruise like that from falling over? It seems Shinji isn't tired of getting beat up yet. Thank you, Shiro, for, like, implying you have beaten the shit out of him before about this.
Let's go. No, this doesn't have anything to do with me, son. I really did this myself, so you can't get mad.
Is she... I don't know. I don't know myself. Sakura falls silent. Sakura looks calm, but she's pretty obstinate. It's useless to say anything to her now. Alright, if you say so, I'll leave it at that. Yeah, I can't believe Sadani supports misogyny. I can't believe you're like that.
Thanks, Shinji.
Both names start with she. I understand, but... Why are you apologizing? It's Shinji's fault. At the mention of Shinji's name, Sakura looks away awkwardly. In other words, he is the cause of that bruise. I told Shinji has a bad habit of being hard on his sister, Sakura. I first noticed it about a year ago. Sakura was injured sometimes and she just evaded my questions when I asked about it. When I asked Shinji about it, of all things, he said he was the one who hit Sakura. When I asked him why he hit her, he said that he just hit her because he felt like it. After that, I got pissed and did to Shinji what he did to Sakura. Since then, we've been estranged. I still don't regret punching him, but I think it's my fault that Sakura is being treated worse. Oh, Shiro!
Oh, this is heartbreaking.
Oh, man.
Senpai, did you work things out with Lee-san?
Huh. Yeah, I did. We didn't have a fight or anything, so it's not like there was anything to work out.
It might be like that for you, but Lee-san thinks you guys got in a fight, so please be careful.
All because he said he didn't care about the archery club. His archery club. What a petty fucking asshole. I want to beat the shit. I want him to die.
I think he may get comeuppance eventually.
We'll see about it.
I don't think you flag an abuser in the first act and not do something about it later.
Huh? Sakura says strange things sometimes. Be careful. You mean of Shinji?
Yeah, I think Nissan thinks of you as an enemy, and he thinks you quit the club because of him.
That's not true. Me quitting the club had nothing to do with Shinji. Well, maybe a bit, but it's not something that you should worry about. Like Shinji says, this is certainly indecent. Indecent. I point at my right shoulder. There's a scar there. Oh, it happened a year and a half ago. A shipment collapsed on me during work and I hurt my right shoulder. I got out with just a broken bone, but the shipment was a hazardous one and I got a burn on my skin. After that accident, I quit the archery club. My school archery club emphasizes formalities, and they let us shoot formally even as students. The men expose their right shoulder when they shoot. Shinji commented that it might be indecent for someone shooting formally to have a scar on their shoulder. Since I was getting busy with work, I quit archery club right then. What a fucking asshole!
That's terrible. And also, like, awful.
Scar? I didn't even know he had a scar there. That is news to me.
Senpai, I might be persistent, but are you really not shooting anymore? Fujimura-sensei said your injury shouldn't be a problem.
Hey, Watchdog, welcome! What are you saying? Fujinegu didn't think it's a problem if I broke every bone in my body. Responsible adult.
Responsible adult in charge of children with weapons. I'm being serious.
I should answer seriously too, but I can't give her the answer she wants. I don't have time to do club activities for now. I like archery, but it's not something I prioritize, so I'm taking some time off from it.
How long is some time?
Forever. I guess until I feel like it. Well, I'll try to make it back before you graduate. Welcome me then, Sakura. I pat Sakura's shoulder.
Oh yes, I'll be waiting.
Cutie. And she nods so powerfully that it seems she might drop the plate she's holding.
Aw.
I love her. I love her though.
That's such a sweet trad wife.
One moment, one moment. Here. It's almost 7:30. Sakura and Fujine have already left for their morning club practice. I went to school early yesterday because Issei wanted me to, but I leave my house at the usual time today. You just realized what Sakura's deal is? Oh boy, I wonder what Sadani has realized. Whoa! The wall! I ran into an unusual scene when I reached the intersection. Several police cars are parked outside a house.
Ooh.
Something must have happened, and as it's noisy and lots of people are surrounding the area. Huh? I'm curious, but I cannot tell what's going on with all the people surrounding it. I have no time, so I should prioritize school. Shiro is a good boy. I could have been nosy as fuck. Sakura is like if you took Yuri from DDLC and fused her with the most trad wife individual of all time. Oh my god. Do you think Sakura has a knife collection too? Haha. Just wondering.
Like, you know.
As one does. I reached school 10 minutes before the bell. I entered the main gate as usual. Morning, Emiya. Oh! It is the girlfriend of Ren.
Oh, right. This is the one who she had like the hell attention with from archery club.
Mm-hmm.
Right, okay.
I bumped into a familiar female student. What, you've not changed yet, Miss Utsuri? It's almost homeroom. You shouldn't have time to say hello to me. I will let you voice her.
You're right. You're cool as always, Emiya.
Wait! Hold up! Is she interacting with him? Because she wants to one-up Rin in getting a boyfriend first. Are you trying to flirt with the boy? She may
There's
be.
so many layers to every interaction.
She laughs off it. Something is really funny. Miss Utsuri Ajako. She was my classmate in first year, and she's now the captain of the archery club. She's very insightful, and everyone expected her to become captain since the first year. Well, in other words, her mental age is older than her real age, so she's been the older sister type everyone counts on since she was a first year. Cute. Local lesbian friends with a guy who one-upped her girl crush!
Fuck yeah, dude.
And yeah, apparently she just walks around in her archery gear. Though she gets mad when people say that. According to her, she's not that old.
Were you just thinking badly of me? Were you just talking shit inside your head?
I wouldn't dream of it. I was just thinking objectively about the truth, though it's up to you if you want to feel angry about it. What a little shit he is, actually.
Oh, you don't say. That's good. You answered honestly, but you never revealed what you were thinking about. You don't let your guard down like Shinji does.
You're not as bullyable as him. Shinji? What does he have to do with this?
Because you guys are friends. You're the only male friend he has, right? And you might have forgotten, but I'm the captain of the archery club. Don't you think it's only natural for me to connect the current problem student and the problem student that crit?
Oh boy, accusations going on. Yeah, that's certainly natural. The archery club has nothing to do with it, but I certainly do have an unsavory and inseparable relationship with them. God, just hate fuck already.
Oh, that makes me mad. You get so cold when talking about the archery club. You've got it nice. You left Shinji behind and just quit. Couldn't you think about those who were left, like me and Sakura?
Do you have any idea how fucking horrible he's dealing with that shit heel? Did Shinji do something again?
A day doesn't pass when he doesn't do something. But still, yesterday was a bit too much. He even made a guy from the first year quit.
Yikes, on a fucking mic. Mitsuri sighs seriously. It's rare for her to make a face like this, but even more than that, I can't ignore what she just said. What's that? A student quit? Why?
Oh, Shinji fucking shot him. Shinji took his anger out on him. He got loads of female students around and the kid, who was barely started handling bows. Shoot. He laughed at him until he hit the target.
Oh my god, just public humiliation. I want to punch this fucking bastard and kick him into the ground. I'm usually the bully victim. I want to bully him. I want to be the one. And you let that happen?
Of course I didn't, but a captain's busy, you know? I can't always be in the dojo, you know that.
That's true, but what the hell was Shinji thinking? He does teach very harshly, but he's not the type to make fun of people like that. Before you leave, get in the trash can, Shinji. Yep. Have a good trip to the store, Han.
I'm surprised. You really are like that.
What do you mean by that? Were you just thinking badly of me?
Oh, I was just thinking objectively about the truth, so it's up to you if you want to feel angry about it.
Oh my god, these two are... I kind of like these two's interaction.
I kind of adore the dynamic so far. It's wonderful.
Stop copying me! Fine, but what about Shinji? Why did he act like that?
From what I heard, it was something like getting turned down harshly by Tosaka.
You mean that Tosaka?
There's no other Tosaka at our school. I'm talking about the honor student class 2A, Miss Perfect, Tosaka Rin.
Just the fact that she calls her Miss Perfect to specify.
It's like... she clearly takes up so much space in her head.
I don't think I've heard... And it's not a nickname people give her! It's something she gives her specifically!
Good lord.
I don't think I've heard that nickname up before. It's the first time I've heard the nickname, but I could probably agree with it. With Tosaka involved, I can understand even Shinji getting turned down. And most of all... if it was Tosaka, I can see her refusing him mercilessly.
Anyways, Shinji's been like this since yesterday. So I've had to keep an eye on the dojo until now, today.
He's already you fucking walking breathing closet! Oh. Oh, Jesus Christ. Shinji loses his temper sometimes. I know it's hard to keep up the hard work, Mitsuri.
Okay, but Shinji never knows when to stop, you know? I feel like they do something really bad if he asks her out again and gets turned down again.
No, even Shinji wouldn't approach someone who turned him down. He's pretty good about that kind of thing.
But he can't help it if the person who turned him down never comes near him. I don't know why, but Tosaka comes and visits the dojo pretty often. You quit, so you wouldn't know. I don't know why. In like bold and italics and underlined.
I am astonished at how incredibly gay this fucking game is.
It's Like, it's gay in the way that shonen is gay, where it's really, really sexless, and no one has any idea that they actually like anybody, but everybody's down bad for everyone, you know?
Huh. That's the first time I've heard of it. The Sakura doesn't do any club activities for personal reasons. I thought she went straight home since she even turned down the recommendation to join the student council. Nobody's down bad for Senji.
Oh, yeah. Maybe that sort of thing is good every now and again. He has a haughty attitude, so it might be good for him to have a hard time for once.
Mitsuri says some dangerous things. Come to think of it, I heard that Tosaka has many enemies. Could Mitsuri be one of them? Oh, honey, you're so far off the fucking mark. Hey, Mitsuri, that's going to...
Oh, it's almost time. Bye, Amiya. Come and see my archery skills sometime.
Mitsuri hurries off. She's just like always. But I like that part of her. Feeling calmer now, I head for the classroom. It is lunchtime. Our school has a splendid cafeteria and most students eat here. But there's some old-fashioned students who bring their own lunches. 2 of them happen to be me and the student council president in front of me. Speaking of gay.
Yay! Amiya, could you give me some of that fried chicken? My lunch is desperately lacking in meat. You, give me your food.
Amiya, I need your meat right now.
And he says, like, my lunch is desperately lacking in meat. Bro, you brought your own. It's no one's fault but yours.
Sure, but why is your lunch so plain? You live in a temple, but there aren't any teachings prohibiting meat or alcohol, right?
Such an anachronism. It's just my father's way. He says there's no luxurious foods for a young priest, and that I should have to work for what I want. I'm thinking of running away and joining the circus.
Insane! Oh yeah, that sounds like that guy. His father is a priest of the Ryudo Temple, and a bald guy who's old friends with the old man at Fuji Nestle. Oh! Oh! I see.
I see.
You can't expect a normal personality when he's friends with a guy like that. Yeah, he's a priest with connections to the Yakuza. It's okay, don't worry about it.
Woohoo!
That's great. Well then, I'll give you 1 in the hope of repayment someday. I hand him my lunchbox.
Thank you. This too is part of my religious training.
Issei bows deeply. How can I put this? I never know what to say when things like this remind me that he's the son of a priest.
Oh, by the way, Amiya, did you know there was something going on around the 2nd Avenue? It's right around the intersection where we part.
Yeah, there was something going on. Intersection? The intersection this morning, he must mean that clamor with all the police cars.
I heard there was a murder. I don't know the details, but the family of 4, the child survived. They say that the older sister and the parents were stabbed to death. But what's strange is they think the weapon was a long one, not like a knife or something.
Huh.
Hmm.
So a katana. Oh, wait, no, a spear. Oh.
Yeah, maybe a lance of some kind. Like if I had to guess.
I guess the murderer had a lance. A murderer with a lance. Maybe you could
Perhaps
say he was
some kind of a thrust like lightning. Maybe.
some kind of lancer, maybe, mayhaps.
Some kind of guy with a lance.
I heard they say something about blue hair too. A long weapon? He must mean something like a sword. It was a murder, so that must mean the sister and the parents were killed.
Yes.
I picture it.
Woo.
Someone barging in during the night, unjust violence, a one-sided pillage, like an accident, / parents, the sister killed without even knowing what's going on. To the side, the The child covered in their blood. Issei, have they caught the murderer?
Doesn't seem like it. Accidents from faulty construction in Shinto, and murder here. It's no wonder they're making the curfew here at school, or... What's wrong, Amiya? Did you choke on something?
Nothing. What's wrong?
No, I was just surprised since you had a nasty expression. Sorry, this wasn't something I should have talked about during lunch.
I need you to realize that this is the expression. He's like, oh, sorry, you just had a kind of like an expression. Don't worry about it. Like, this one was like, oh, he's getting mad about this. Oh, he's hot. Issei tries to soften the air apologetically.
Hey, give me your lunch. Did you hear there was a murder in town?
I was fine with the topic, but was I really making such a nasty face? And then there's a quiet knock at the door. Excuse me, is Ryudo here?
Huh? Oh, yeah, what is it, Sensei?
Issei addresses Kazuki, who just entered. It must be a simple talk about the student council, as Issei seems pretty relaxed. That's not something you see every day. Despite his appearance, Issei is very shy. The guy who draws a line against his classmates and even his teachers is letting his guard down with Kazuki. Maybe they get along because they're both so serious? Kazuki Soichiro, the teacher in charge of Class 2A, is serious and stubborn. Probably that aspect helps him get along with Issei, who prioritizes order and discipline. Did you continue to talk? All the while, I can't get the story of the murder out of my head. He wants to do cool things and help people. And hearing injustice happening in the world breaks him.
Oh, wow, that's crazy. He should definitely do something about that.
Classes end and it's time to go home. I cannot go anywhere as I have work today. I should leave school and go straight to the neighboring town, but... Still worried about the conversation I had this morning. I'd made my way to the archery club before I knew it. What am I doing? According to Misutsuri, Tosaka-rin comes here often. Well, I really don't care about that, but I know that Shinji getting angry at her is going to be a problem. Shinji just doesn't stop when he's angry. Also, very funny knowing from Rin's section that she just took the entire day off. Yeah?
No, it's fine. It's fine.
It's bad if Shinji gets violent just because she turned him down. I don't know why it's bad, it's just bad.
I know why that's bad.
It makes me feel bad just thinking about it, so I had to stop it from happening. Oh, Tosaka's not here. Tosaka isn't around. Misutsuri's worries were needless. Did you want to boys, bitch?
Ah, who's not here?
Oh, no, it's Issei. It's not. I thought.
Oh, thank God. So, who's not here?
And there's Issei, whom I just left behind. Oh, it's you, Issei. Don't jump scare me like that. Issei jump scare.
Well, you were looking at the dojo suspiciously. So who's not there?
Tosaka, I heard she had an argument with Shinji yesterday, so I came to see how things were.
Oh wow, that is suspicious. You gave your reasons without being asked. I only asked you who wasn't there.
What? I shouldn't what I do shouldn't concern you.
Yeah, that's right. But it's useless, Amiya. Tosaka won't be here. It's because she intentionally skipped school today.
What? Skipped school? So she was absent today? I see, she's absent, but wait, It's like, how can you say she skipped school? I don't think she'd do such a thing.
Of course she will. She won't catch a cold. As I see it, she's evil. You'll be eating if you let her looks deceive you, Amiya.
Huh. Just straight up eaten, huh? Somehow Issei's words annoy me. She couldn't be into Boar, come on, Issei. He's
You're
treated-
gay because you love men. I'm gay because I hate women.
Oh my fucking god! It's true that I don't know her, but I can't imagine she's a bad person. You're going too far, Issei. Tosaka can be like that.
Hmm? What? You're after Tosaka too? Oh, I'm sorry. Please ignore what I just said.
After Tosaka? Who said anything like that? Don't jump to conclusions! I just thought it'd be bad if Shinji got into trouble again.
So you were planning to stop Shinji if he attacked Tosaka, huh? You're playing an unrewarded role again. I don't really care, but you have bad taste, Amiya.
It's not unrewarded since I haven't done it, but it's like, didn't you just say something strange?
Huh? You mean that going after Tosaka's in bad taste?
Yeah, Tosaka's really popular. I haven't heard any bad rumors about her.
Yes, none. That's exactly what I don't like about it.
What don't you like about it?
Everything. The woman is a fox, a schoolgirl, a monster. I just don't like her I just don't like her physiologically. Won't say anything bad, but you should try and hate her too. What the fuck is this conversation?
You say, don't you always say we shouldn't talk badly of people behind their backs?
Idiot. This doesn't count as talking behind their back. I'm speaking so that she can hear it.
He's so misogynistic, Soons. No wonder I feel someone's size from the archery dojo. Thank God. I'm so glad Tosaka is absent today. Please, Issei, please restrict yourself to talking behind people's backs.
Alright, you say so. I wasn't insulting her at all. I was only saying that I'm on guard against her. That should be within my rights. You also called her a monster.
And the fox!
It doesn't have to be an insult, I suppose.
But you were saying things like monster and fox. It kinda does in the context that this is
like, okay, in
Japan.
this context, yes, it does. It is bad.
It is.
I'm just playing the devil's advocate here. Or should I say Issei's advocate?
And I think the term schoolgirl is discrimination.
That's literally what I'm fucking saying.
I can't believe you're Issei, Anya.
Oh man, why am I always the fucking nerd with glasses? I don't even wear glasses.
You could.
Like, I could bring back the 2010s fashion frames. I think that could be a look. I'll go to the IMAX theater and pop out some lenses out of 3D glasses.
Sadan in chat.
Yes, I am. I hate women.
Thank you. Thank you for your statement and words.
If it needs to be said, that's entirely not true. I love women. I respect women. I would never think of doing anything else.
Oh my god. By the way, by all means, proceed.
Oh yeah, I totally forgot. No, that was just praise. There are good foxes and monsters too. I only applied the terms to describe Tosaka.
Every single person in this school is like Like everyone working in hypotheticals and double entendres and trying to coil themselves around the other. This is a school of vipers. Cuts. Yeah?
I'm just describing like a high school as a den of vipers is kind of the funniest thing in the world.
Am I wrong though?
No.
Also, I apologize to Sodani for the potential insensitive comments about vipers. Easy, lads.
Well, I'll be going back to the student council room. But you're going to work, right? You shouldn't have time to play around like this.
He must feel refreshed now that he's said everything he wanted and he leaves calmly. I've known him for 2 years now, but I still don't understand his personality. Also, can I just say, this boy is overworked as all fucking shit. He wakes up in the morning, makes his own breakfast whenever he can, and that is most of the days he said, because Sakura usually comes after. It was only that one day she woke him up. Then he goes to class, often may end up helping around class with electronics, has a job, goes back home, has to do dinner if Sakura again hasn't done it before, has to...
And then he spends an hour microwaving himself in the shed.
Exactly! Like, oh my god, Shiro, what the fuck is your daily routine?
I've known people like this. I had a guy at one of the jobs I worked who would like go do like a jujitsu class and work 2 jobs, and he would go to the gym every week, like on top of that.
God.
And it's just like, do you ever sleep, bro?
Yeah, also, yeah, and the workout sessions too, god.
Yeah, literally, like, he's doing what this guy's doing. It's fucked up.
20 minutes after taking the bus from my school, I arrive at the neighboring town of Shinto across the bridge. It's not 5 o'clock yet? I guess I still have some time. Miyama City is a residential district, so there is no part-time jobs there, but the developing Shinto has many available. The school approves of students having part-time jobs, so I'd work a few easy ones. And it's not just one job! A few easy ones.
Here and there.
He has several part-time jobs.
Oh, you know, just building a career on the side.
I prefer hard physical labor that ends as quickly as possible. It's killing 2 birds with 1 stone, as it builds my body while I get paid for it. Buff Shiro. Today's job is a simple loading job from 5 to 8 o'clock. Even though it's only 3 hours, there's 6 hours worth of work to do. They make you run around without a minute's rest.
There's a tsundere on top of one of these buildings.
No, hang on, Shiro's doing the thing employers expect most 18 to 20 years olds to do. And he is... I think he's 17, right? I think he's 17, yeah. Yeah, because Sakura is the junior and she's 16, right. So I should rest when I can, even if it's just for 10 minutes. It's a waste of energy walking around until my jaw, so I guess I'll rest in the park. This park among the buildings is like a big field. Here's the park again.
10 years ago.
A park should be filled with people, like families and lovers on weekends, but it's empty here now. No, this place is always desolate. This place is the same as always. I'm a bit sad. The utterly neglected ground looks awful compared to the neatly organized surroundings. The desolate area makes the wind feel cold. This is the remains of the conflagration 10 years ago, and this is a place where I was saved from burning to death. I wonder why they don't plant grass here. It's a waste to keep it like this. It's a large area, so if they retiled it, the park could get bigger. Thinking absent-mindedly, I sit down on a bench. I stare at the burned land to pass the time. I don't remember what happened here back then. I probably don't remember because I was a kid, and it couldn't have been an easy scene to memorize. All I can remember is that it was hot and I couldn't breathe, and that people died trying to save others. I wonder why. For example, an adult that tried to save a child from a burning house. He saved the child but died in its place. For example, there were people who had their throats burned, but they gave what little water they had to one guy and the others died. For example, there was someone who ran alone to get away from the fire as fast as possible, and everyone that he passed on the way died. And for example, people who died because they gave away something that was saving them, only to save others they didn't even know. I didn't like things like that. It makes me mad that those who tried hard were sacrificed. Am I greedy to want an ending where everybody is safe and happy? All I wanted was to see people relax peacefully, so why couldn't I manage such a simple thing?
That's difficult. What you want is to save everyone.
Is to save everyone, Kiritsugu answered to the question I asked as a child. Of course, as a child, I denied it. Because Kiritsugu saved me. I knew he was a sorcerer who could do anything. I knew he was a superhero who couldn't ignore people in need, who saved them for no benefit. So I believed Kiritsugu could save everyone back then. Could have saved everyone back then. When I told him that, he made a troubled expression and said something that I remember to this day.
Shiro, saving one person means not saving another. Look, a superhero can only save the people he has saved. It's obvious. That's the definition of a superhero.
And there is the conflict in poor little Shiro. I understand that. It's obvious now that he said it. Let's say that there's a robber and some hostages, and the robber intends to kill the hostages. With normal methods, most of the hostages will be killed. Even if you use a miraculous method to save all the hostages, there will still be one person who isn't saved. That, of course, is the robber, whose hostages were rescued. The people a superhero saves are only those he decides to save. That's why even God cannot save everyone. All the more so if it's a natural disaster. No one could have saved everyone. That is the crux of Emiya's philosophy and pain.
Interesting.
Yeah. The fire 10 years ago was like that. It's not something I, who was miraculously saved from it, can talk about now. But I don't want that. I don't want such a thing. I don't want help that has a limited capacity. You have to help, no matter how impossible it is. I can't stand to have strangers dying around me like back then. So if I had been there 10 years ago, even if it was impossible, I could have gone into the fire and I could certainly have died in vain. That's for certain. Jeez, I'm hopeless. It's already 5 o'clock. The 5 o'clock bell rings. I stand up and quickly make my way to work. That is Shiro's internal conflict.
Very interesting.
Yeah. I like that he also acknowledges despite everything. Like, he's not like, oh, I could have been a superhero and no, like, he knows, like, I just couldn't have been able to save them, and that's what fucking eats away at him. He's smart enough to recognize his own weakness, but he wants the means.
I love that also, like, it's one of those things where he's like, it's not, oh yeah, I wouldn't have been able to. It is, I would definitely have died in vain.
Yeah,
like,
it could have been
I would not have
nothing.
been able to stop myself from trying.
Yeah.
Even if he knew he was going to fail, and I think that's kind of cool.
Yeah, exactly. He's that
like it's. I'm finding like the biggest contrast between him and Rin is just like pragmatism. You know, Rin is very much like necessary evils and everything, and he's just like, but what if?
Yeah.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Yeah. When my job's done, the sun has already set. It's a bit before 8. Why? Why is that happening?
I don't think it's supposed to be happening.
What, read? No, that's starting it. Huh. Can I check the history? My apologies. When my job's done, the sun has already set. It's a bit before 8. I finished 10 minutes early because I worked too hard. It seems I worked frantically since I went to that place for work. Here, in front of the station, the night's just getting started. I don't think it was sticky keys. I am clicking with my mouse. Weird. The buildings are still lit up, and just looking at them makes me feel like I'm watching a grand festival of illumination. What was that? I stop and stare at the rooftop. I focus my eyes looking at the thing as small as a grain of rice. Let me save just in case here. Let's see if it keeps skipping. There she is!
I knew it.
Huh. It's not doing it anymore. Weird. I managed to stop it, I guess.
Nice.
It looks like someone I know. Why is she there? What would she be doing there? With her long hair fluttering and doing nothing, she looks down at the town.
I really like the red rim lighting from
Yeah.
the light on the building. That's really, really good touch.
Did you say the Rin lighting?
It's funny.
Is it Takeuchi who drew the art for this? Chat, do tell me. I think it's Takeuchi. It doesn't seem like she notices me down there. Oh, she does! And she's fucking mad, actually.
In fact, her entire monologue is going to be about you for the next 5 minutes.
Now, there's no way she could see me. She's so high up that I, with better eyesight than most, can barely see her by improving my vision with magical energy. Oh, that's why she was like, there's no way he could see me from down there, but why is he looking like he can't see me? Both of your fucking mages, you fucking morons!
That would be so statistically unlikely if the crazy overachiever, who is very, very well known for being really good at everything, just happened to be able to witness me from above.
I can't recognize her since she's standing there alone, but there's no way she would notice me down here among all these people. She's looking down at the town. Maybe she's looking for something, because I can feel her sharp stare even down here.
Which is it, Amia?
I forget about time and keep looking up at the girl standing in the sky. She's on top of a tall tower. She's like a witch, looking down at the earth with the moon behind her. Oh, and then she must be done with whatever she was doing, and she disappears. Her figure has disappeared, and the scene returns to the beautiful view of the night. That was Tosaka, right? Rin, if there was a mage here, I would know. Shiro in the background. I haven't proof, but I think I'm right. There aren't many girls with looks that stand out that much, and more than that, I'm not stupid enough to mistake a girl I secretly admire. I see, but still. Well, Tosaka sure has strange hobbies. She's just skipped class today, and he saw her just like standing at the top of a building, and he's like, what a weirdo.
What a weird girl. I'm sure she does this all the time, though.
Unlike Shinto, there's no one in Miyama City. After 8 o'clock, there are no people around, and the town is terribly quiet. At the junction is the house I saw this morning. There's no sign of people, and the door has a do not enter sign. You are not. After only one day, the house is as quiet as an abandoned building. Parents and older sister killed by the burglar. What kind of life remains for the child left behind? I bite my lip, feeling powerless. Even after swearing to become like Kiritsugu, I can't do anything about something that happened so close by. Even though I want to help someone, in the end, I don't even know what I can do. I climb the hill and reach the Emiya house. The lights are still on, so Sakura or Fujine must still be there. I'm oh, Just you, Fujine? Oh! Welcome home, Shiro! Fujine turns around, munching on a rice cracker.
She can't cook for herself.
The TV show is a loud variety show. Jeez, coming home at a time like this again. I told you to come home early, since it gets dark early in the winter. I am home early. I'm taking part-time jobs that finish at 8, so don't be so unreasonable. So where's Sakura? It looks like dinner's ready, but... I know you didn't prepare this, so where is she?
I know this wasn't you.
Sakura-chan went home early. She said she had something to do today, so she just cooked dinner and left. Fujine says so happily. As far as she's concerned, anyone who cooks for her is a good person. I see, that might be a good idea for a while. It's been dangerous recently, so maybe I should just cook dinner myself until next term. What? I protest! You come home so late, Shiro! If you don't cook until after that, we won't eat until after 10!
Yeah, there it is. That's confirmed. She literally can't, or maybe won't cook for herself.
Hold on, can't you just eat at home? What? I am at home. Fujine seems puzzled. Honestly, I'm not sure if that makes me happy or sad. Alright, I understand. I can't exactly expect you to cook for yourself, can I? Anyways, what's that thing by your feet? Don't tell me you've been picking up junk again. Yep, that's Taiga, watchdog. That's Fujimura Taiga, the teacher.
God bless her.
Fujine has a terrible habit of leaving junk at my place. Large bowls from restaurants, a heavy teapot she got in the shopping district, a strange guitar that plays by itself. I think she thinks of this place as some kind of warehouse. Let me see, I'll throw it away if it's junk. It's a poster that was left over at my place. Fujine hands me the poster. It's probably some infamous idol or something. Let's see. Here we have a military-style guy with his thumbs up on a cheap-looking blue sky background. In letters like blood, it reads, "Lob's lovely Rangerland. Please join the self-defense force." Hold on, this is an army recruiting poster. I don't want it, so you can have it. They left a recruiting poster at her place and she just fucking brought it over.
We love her.
I don't want this either. I roll up the poster and hit Fujine with it. Missed. But Fujine deflects my attack with the poster she had hidden and counterattacks mercilessly. Bam. The poster lightly knocks my... Oh! Stars! I saw stars! Violence! Don't imagine you can hit me with your skills. You need to practice more!
Jesus.
Oh, that's not the problem. What was that? Why does a poster make a crash like that? Could this be the skill of a master? Oh, sorry, this poster is a special first edition made from steel plate. Shiro, is your head alright? Fujine, your personality is going to kill someone one day. Hehe, I'm not worried. Shiro would marry me if that happened. What? I completely refuse. I have no intention of marrying such a thoughtless killer. God, this fucking woman. I don't think I'm that dangerous of a person. I knew it. So it's true that people never know themselves. How true. How true. I'll have to watch out or I'll be killed. Just keep saying that. Anyways, I'm hungry, Shiro. I've waited all this time, so let's have dinner. What?
I love her so much.
What a fucking beast. Fujine stands up. How strange. Fujine is helping out, even if it's only setting up the dishes. She must really be hungry.
She never works.
Okay, but I think we are in agreement when I say she probably got put as a teacher because her family's Yakuza, right? She doesn't have the qualifications, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, then you can get the dishes out. You can pour rice, right? I got. Hey, Shiro, can I use a bowl? I guess so. Sakura isn't here today, so there will be some leftover anyway. Alright, I'll use the same for you then. Fujine pours rice into 2 bowls. Oh, well, I was going to have seconds anyways. And besides, if I argue with Fujine, she'll take my dinner away. And to add, hearing things like this have been common scenes for many years now. She's just like that.
I'm used to it.
The day ends. Finishing a rowdy dinner and seeing Fujine off, I take a bath. After that, I practice my daily routine in the shed. I complete it as usual and go to sleep. Taiga's neurodivergent as fuck. Yeah, she is! And we love her for it.
Oh, absolutely.
She is our autism creature embodied. It is 1 in the morning. The day. What do you mean? Don't you wake up at 5:30? You sleep 4.5 hours? What?
I complete it as usual and go to sleep. It is 1 in the morning.
Shiro, you're fucking killing yourself, my man!
Oh my god.
The day ends peacefully without any troubles. I feel so sorry for this man. Also, do you know what this means?
Day 3, give it up for day 3.
We have arrived at the day we left the prologue off in. Things are gonna happen.
We're gonna get lanced.
We're going to be thrusted at by a blue man.
Perhaps it could be a thrust like lightning. I hadn't considered that part.
Shiro's intelligence makes more sense if you consider his sleep schedule. I heard you, watchdog. That's so unhealthy. I'm in a fire. Collapsing buildings and burning people. No matter how far.
It was... Sorry, it was deleted and just, I'm in a fire.
Yeah. No matter how far I run, the scenery is always red. This is a vision of 10 years ago. A memory of the distant past I haven't remembered in a while. I run through it, as if recreating the scene. There's no escape even though I know it's a dream. I run. Run. Keep running. In the end, where I end up is how I'm saved after running out of energy. And the fucking 4.5 hours of sleep he does get are full of fucking PTSD of the fire 10 years ago, huh?
Man, this guy's fucked up, eh?
Yeah. Healthiest Fate protagonist. I wake up with a bad feeling. A feeling like a metal weight is inside my chest. I feel my forehead and find that I'm sweating a lot even though it's winter. It's already this late. It's already past 6 o'clock. From the kitchen I hear the sound of the kitchen knife cutting something. Sakura is early as usual. There's no time to be impressed. I had to get ready quickly and go help fix breakfast. This man is running on Taiga osmosis and fumes. Shiro, what are you doing today? You're gonna do today? Will you be working this afternoon because it's Saturday? Nope, I do not have work today. I think I'll be doing something with his AY. That's why he was at school.
Oh, I see.
I mean, saying healthiest Fate protagonist doesn't mean much. Yeah. Nothing, I just hoped you might come and visit me at the dojo today. I'm in a pinch this month. Huh? In a pinch? What is? My wallet. I'd be really happy if someone made me lunch.
Don't prefer.
I refuse. It's your own fault, so you should skip a meal once in a while. Fucking brutal.
It's terrible.
I'm not expecting anything from Shiro. The only one I'm depending on is Sakura-chan. Right, Sakura-chan?
I, an adult woman, am relying exclusively on this 16-year-old. Yeah, if you don't mind having the same lunch as me, I can prepare one.
She's so nice.
She's so sweet.
Also, can we appreciate for a moment that Shiro is someone who will beat himself up at the idea of, in a hostage situation, he wants to also save the actual person holding the others hostage? But he will hear Taiga asking him to make lunch and he will be like, no, fucking starve.
Fucking suffer.
Like, I think that's something beautiful. Oh, titty pill, 1 moment. I'm swallowing estrogen, don't worry about it. Siblings be like, they really are sibling-like. This, as he says, Fujine, despite her being just an old acquaintance of his dad. I find it wholesome, really. Despite everything, she has been sticking around for a long time after his dad died, and I think that's very sweet of her. But still, she should cook her fucking lunch! Yep, fine, let's eat lunch together today then! I have taken my M&Ms, yeah. Breakfast continues as usual. Today, along with the usual, there's simmer lotus root with chicken.
Ooh, that sounds good.
I don't think she has to make anything this elaborate for breakfast, but I think she made a lot of it to take for lunch too. Sakura is a member of the archery club, and Fujine is in charge of the archery club. It's natural for them to share lunches. Oh yeah, Shiro! You were late this morning. Did something happen? Fujine looks at me, sipping her miso soup. Jeez, she's usually slow, but she gets sharp only at times like this. I had a dream about my past. I just woke up grouchy, that's all. I see, nothing unusual. I'm relieved. It's just the usual PTSD, don't worry about it. Fujine ends the conversation like she's not interested. I'm not worried at all about it either, so I shouldn't get mad about it. 10 years ago, I used to have nightmares back when I couldn't get the fire out of my mind. But I saw less of it as time passed, and I'm well over it now that I can let it slide even after dreaming about it. But I guess it was pretty bad back then. Since Fujine has been here since that time, she's sensitive to my change. Shiro, are you not hungry? You don't happen to have no appetite this morning, right? I am hungry. I'm fine, so don't try to take my food using my dream as an excuse. Man, I'm glad you've gotten so strong, but personally, I wish you were more delicate. That's my line. I wish you'd be more sweet. Listen.
I love the way they bicker is just so entertaining.
It really is. We make fun of each other without looking at each other. They really are siblings. That proves my liveliness, and Fujine laughs with relief. That's how they test each other's emotional state, see?
That's so fucking cute. Oh my gosh.
They're good. They're a good family.
That's so sweet. Holy shit.
To be honest, I'm glad she's worrying. But she'll be elated if I thank her, so I act like I'm discontented. Huh? Sakura kisses watchdog. Not knowing the circumstances, Sakura looks puzzled at the way we're acting. She's just not on the loop. What the girl? After Fujine leaves, we lock the house and leave.
Senpai, I won't be able to come and help out from tonight until Monday. Is that okay?
Huh? That's alright. It's a weekend anyways. You should be hanging out with your friends, so don't worry about it.
No, that's not it. It's not like that. It's just a personal errand, and I'll be attending the club too. So you can come to the dojo if anything comes up.
Cute. Do you love the way Nasa writes stuff? Yeah. Yeah.
I'm really enjoying this writing style. It's growing on me. I'm not going off to play because it's the weekend, so please don't misunderstand me.
She's trying to be so reliable. Just chill, girl. Sakura is acting suspicious and she looks very tense. I don't know why, but I guess she just means she can't come over this weekend. Okay, I'll go to the dojo if something comes up.
It will make me happy if you do so.
Sakura looks relieved, and when she looks down, her face suddenly stiffens.
Send by your hand.
Huh? Sakura is staring at my left hand. Looking down at it, it's bleeding. Huh? I pull up my sleeve. There's suddenly blood there. What's this? Maybe I cut it while fixing something last night. But it doesn't hurt at all. There's just a welt on there. The welt goes straight from my shoulder down to the hand, and it looks kind of like a small snake running from my shoulder to my hand.
Fucked up.
I don't feel pain, so it should go away quickly. Don't worry, it's nothing.
I love how he's like, yeah, it's just a welt on my arm. It's just, spanning my entire arm from shoulder down to my hand. That's fine.
What the fuck?
If you say so.
Perhaps she's feeling bad from seeing the blood as Sakura looks away and falls silent. Weird. He did wake up weirdly today. Something going on with the boy. The game in 30 hours, it wasn't not nothing. No idea either. Honestly, I have no idea. I leave Sakura, who has club activities, and head to the school building. The schoolyard is full of spirited students running around. But still, there's something oddly wrong here. The school is like it always is. The students at morning practice are lively, and the new school building is spotless. Maybe it's just my imagination? But when I close my eyes, the air completely changes. The school building is covered with stains like membranes, and the students running around the schoolyard seem like empty dolls. Maybe I'm just tired. I shake my head to clear it. I head to the lifeless building. School ends early on Saturdays. Classes end before noon, and after I finish helping Issei, the sun is starting to set. Well, let's head home. I pack up and leave my classroom. And then...
Yes. The motherfucker.
I hate him so much.
Ah, you're still here, Amiya?
I bump into Shinji. There are a couple of girls behind him, being rowdy.
You're still here, even though you had nothing to do? Oh yeah, you were sticking up for the student council again, right? I envy you. You can get good reports from school without doing any club activities.
I'm not helping the student council. It's only natural for a student to fix the school equipment, right? After all, we're the ones using them. No, I don't think that's right. I really don't think that's right. Honey, please just hire someone. Your school has money, I bet.
Keep talking like that. For you, everything's natural. Didn't I tell you that I hate how you act like a good kid?
Huh? Sorry, I don't remember that. I thought that was just the sort of thing you say, so I didn't really notice it.
Fine. Then you're going to fix everything at this school?
Fixing everything could be impossible. The most I can do is take care of things.
Alright, then do me a favor. Our archery club is in kind of a mess right now. It's a bit disordered, and some of the bows need strings attached. If you have time, can you do that too? You used to be a member. Don't just stick to the student council, and be useful to us sometimes too.
What? Senpai? Didn't Fujimura-sensei tell you to do that? That's right, you'll be scolded tomorrow if you don't do it properly. But the shop will close if I start cleaning now. It's fine if he does it, right? I don't know, besides an outsider couldn't know how. Are you sure? Shinji said he used to be in the archery club, so we can let him do it. They're getting right behind Shinji. It seems they're in the archery club, but they must be members that Shinji recruited recently, as I do not know them.
I'll leave it to you then. Key's in the usual place, so go ahead. You don't mind, right, Amir?
No, I have some free time, so this isn't a bad thing to do once in a while.
Thanks. Let's go, everyone. He says he'll do the boring chores for us.
God, I want to strangle him. Wait, senpai. Oh, yes, please take care of the cleaning, senpai. God,
Disgusting.
He's so punchable. Holy shit.
I think we should kill him.
The cleaning ends quite easily, as I know the place well. It took a while, as it's quite big, but it was fun cleaning the place I used until a year and a half ago. I picked up a bow without thinking, it might be okay to shoot just once, but since it wasn't mine, I decided not to. He's such a good boy.
Such a good boy.
If I ever want to, I can just bring my own bow and come here. But there are so many more carbon bows now. There was only one when I was in my first year. Carbon-based bows are good, unlike wood and plastic bows. But the biggest problem is the price, and they're not something we could buy with a club budget. Back then, Shinji was the only one using it. Are the new members rich too? What a waste. You can modify a wooden bow a lot more. Well, I guess that's personal taste right there. When I look at the clock, it's way past curfew. It's a little after 7 o'clock. The gate should be closed by now, so there's no reason to rush now. But still, was this dojo always this dirty? There are loads of places that look unkept. Well, another hour or two won't matter now that I've done this much. I'm just going to clean up! I started this, so I'll finish the job.
Jesus. He's using you, boy!
But he doesn't mind being used so long as he's doing something that improves things for someone.
You're gonna die for it, idiot!
The wind is blowing. It's so cold that my cheeks are getting numb. Fuyuki City isn't usually colder in the winter, but it is cold tonight of all nights. My breath hangs around as a white cloud. I wrap up my body to hold off the cold. No wonder it's dark. The moon's behind the clouds. There's no light in the sky when I look up. Because of the strong winds, the clouds are moving fast. It's past curfew and there's no sign of life in the empty school. It seems this place is filled only with chill as it's all silent. Huh? Just now, I think I hear something.
Oh, I'm so interested.
I do hear something. Is it coming from the school grounds? This night, I must have been curious about the sound that broke the silence. To investigate it, I find myself heading there even though I somehow know that I mustn't. I go to the schoolyard. People? Well, they only look like that from a distance. It's a dark night with no light. If I want to know more, I'll have to get closer to the schoolyard. I can hear the sounds louder now. It's the sound of metal hitting metal. That must mean someone is fighting with weapons there. That's stupid! What the hell am I thinking? I dismiss the image from my mind with a bitter smile and walk on. At that time, maybe my instincts noticed danger as I hid myself as I approached. I don't know if this is fortunate or not. But anyways, when I get by a tree that is big enough to hide myself, I take a closer look at the source of the sound.
Let's see it. Yeah!
And there they are. My mind stops completely. What the... There's something strange there. I love that. Every time this happens in Fate, I love that. Like, there's always a... X says something weird. Someone said something... Like, it's always something strange going on, you know? The very dry... That's weird.
Me watching two guys wear clothes and armor that don't exist swing at each other with supernatural speed.
That's weird.
It was a little off, don't you think?
A man in red and a man in blue. They are dangerously armed, as their ominous appearance suggests. They are actually slashing at each other. I can't understand. I can't follow them with my eyes. My brain does not work properly faced with their impossible movements. But the clang of their weapons tells me that they are trying to kill each other. I just knew immediately when I saw them. They are not human. They are probably just things that look like humans. I can tell not because I'm learning magic. Anyone could realize that they're not human. After all, humans can't move like that. So they're something no one should associate with. I can feel their murderous intent even from a distance. I'm going to die. My body understands faster than my brain that I will definitely die if I stay here. That is why my heart is racing so fast. As a living thing like them, I sense that they're living things made only to kill. They're using weapons made only to kill. I remember the murder yesterday. They said the family was killed with some weapon like a sword. I shouldn't watch any longer, but my body won't follow my commands and I can't even breathe. My mind wants to run away, but my judgment tells me I'll be seen the moment I run away. More than the conflict within me, my body is just numb. Even though I'm over 40 meters away, I can't breathe properly, and it's like I have a spear pointed right at my back. Yeah? The sounds stop. The figures separate and stand facing each other. The moment I feel relief at the end of their battle, I sense an even stronger intention to kill. My heart stops. The numbness in my body becomes convulsions, and I clench my teeth to try to hold my trembling body. What the hell is he? An overwhelming amount of magical energy is flowing into the guy in blue. Kiritsugu showed me once what it's like to draw in magical energy from the surroundings. It was a beautiful magic that impressed me, even an amateur like me. But that thing is different. Just as even the simple task of drinking water could seem ugly if it goes too far, what he's doing is so excessive that anyone with knowledge of magic energy could hate it.
I love how that's said.
Yeah.
That's such a good...
Yeah.
That's such a good imagery.
Yeah. It's like a great mental image. He's going to die. The guy in red is going to die. It's a blow with that much concentrated magical energy. There is... Sure. There's no way he'll be able to survive it. He'll die. He's not human, so something merely like a human will die. That's something I can't just ignore. That doubt takes my mind off of them. The vines on my body disappear, and the instant I take a deep breath... Who's there? That's your cue, Anya.
Ah! Who's there?
The guy in blue stares at me, who's hiding. The blue guy's body sinks. Just that motion tells me that I'm his target now. My legs start running automatically. I finally realize that it is an action to escape death, and I put all my energy into my body into running away. Do you want to make a joke? But spoilers, fair? I don't know how fast I ran, but before I know it, I'm in the school building. How stupid of me. I regret my actions, panting heavily. I should have run into town to get away. What am I doing fleeing to such a deserted place? And a school of all things. Isn't there some better place to hide than here? Anyways, why do I think I'll be killed if I don't escape? Ah, my heart aches from running so much. Turning around, I can sense nothing pursuing me. The only sound in the air is the sound of my footsteps. So I can finally rest. I stop my feet, unable to take another step, send oxygen to my pumping heart, and look up to finally realize that I am safe. Man, what was that? I recall the scene from earlier while catching my breath. Anyway, I'm sure that it wasn't something I should have seen. Some things like humans were fighting in the school grounds, that's all I can remember. But there was something else I saw, out of the corner of my eye. Wasn't there someone else too? But I can't remember what the figure looked like. To be honest, I didn't have the composure to notice anything other than those two fighting. Anyways. By all means, Anya.
Oh, is that mine?
Mm-hmm.
The chase is over, right?
The voice comes right from in front of me.
Oh, you ran pretty far.
I can't breathe. My brain stops, even though I cannot think. I vaguely understand that I'm going to die.
What a dick! You know better than anyone that you can't escape, right? People who get killed are usually like that. It's nothing to be embarrassed about. You don't have to feel ashamed or anything.
The lance is casually raised.
You're just unlucky, kid. Well, you saw us, so, die.
Oh god! And the man's lance mercilessly pierces Miyashiro's heart. There wasn't even time to dodge it. All the training I did was for nothing. I knew I was going to be killed. I knew I was going to be pierced by that lance, yet I couldn't move at all. The world distorts. My body grows cold. Feeling vanishes from my fingertips. I called up blood once. More blood should have come up, but it only happens once. Perhaps the man's lance is special. The blood slowly clots and the heart that should have exploded stops working with just a single pierce. I can't see well. There's no feeling in me. I feel like a jellyfish floating in the dark sea at night. I don't feel any pain already. The world is white and only I am black. So, rather than feeling like I'm dead, it's more like the world around me has disappeared. I know this. I felt this 10 years ago. This is how someone feels when dying.
Dead men tell no tales. It's only natural for the weak to die, but...
I cannot concentrate on my vision.
Man, you really make me do unpleasant jobs. It's a joke that a hero is acting like this.
I can only hear voices.
I know. I have no complaints. I saw the girl's servant, so I'll go back.
A voice filled with irritation. And after that, I hear footsteps running through the hallway.
Archer, huh? I want to finish the match with him, but I have to follow my master's plan. Jeez, I don't like him.
The boy suddenly disappears. I guess he jumped out of a window or something. And after that, footsteps approach me and stop. In that brief period, more footsteps. I can't hear much now. Follow him, Archer. Lancer will probably go back to his master. This won't be worth it unless we at least find out what his master looked like. Whose voice was that? I concentrate my fading mind, but I can't remember anything. Right now, my breathing is too noisy. My lungs must still be alive. The air coming out of my mouth is as loud as a hurricane. But it's amazing, he isn't dead yet. I sense someone looking at my face. Perhaps my breathing was loud as the figure tries to close my mouth and... Stop it. Why does it have to be you? I hear the person grit their teeth. Then they touch me without hesitation. I force the damaged organ and use it as a substitute, and restore the heart in the process, huh? If I succeed, I'll be accepted at the clock tower instantly. A pain-filled voice. With that, my mind stops fading. Feeling returns to my body. Slowly, bit by bit, like a drop of water going down a leaf. Feeling returns to my body. What is the person doing? The person is sweating and places their hand on my chest with all their heart. When I notice the place where the person placed their hand is terribly hot. It must be so hot that the frozen blood melted and started to flow again. I sense someone take a deep breath and sit down. I'm tired. I hear a clunk of something falling. Well, I guess it can't be helped. Forgive me, father. Your daughter is terribly heartless. And that's it. The person speaks to mock themselves and leaves. My heart resumes its activity, and then my mind stops. This is not the sleep of death. This is a restful sleep to recover the energy to wake up again. And that was from Shiro's eyes, you know?
Oh.
I wake up. I feel sick. My whole body's in pain and I have a sharp headache each time my heart throbs. What happened? I can't remember because of the sharp headache. My body's cold, probably from lying on the floor for a long time. The only certain thing is my ripped uniform and my blood on the floor. I get up with a hazy head. The spot where I was lying looks like a murder scene. I really... Had my chest pierced? Bearing the pain, I enter the closest classroom. Moving to the locker with unsteady steps, I take out a mop from the bucket! No fucking way! You do not! You're joking! What am I doing? I'm still confused. Why do I still think I have to clean up when I just read something totally outrageous and been killed instantly? Am I an idiot?
Oh my god! Oh my god! That's so funny. I was so tense and invested, and then just, oh fuck, I better clean this up.
Fucking iconic. Such an incredibly character-defining moment.
Alright, I think I'm officially in love with this character. I'm glad we're back to their POV now. Let's do it. I really like this guy.
That's so fucking real though, yeah. Damn it, it won't come off. I wipe the floor with the mop. With unsteady hands, I manage to get the blood wiped off and pick up any trash lying around and put it into my pocket. I love Shiro so fucking much. Maybe I'm destroying the evidence. I'm still not dazed, so perhaps that's why I'm doing something so absurd. I put back the mop and bucket and leave the school like a zombie. I get hotter as I walk. The air is cold, but it feels like my body's burning. Oh my god. If this moment doesn't describe Emiya Shiro perfectly, then I know no one does. Yeah! And he just shambles back home.
I love like the shutter wipe montage of just confusion.
Just wandering the streets, not like you always get some kind of glimpse into where someone is going or what they're thinking. That was just him, as he said, as a zombie, wandering.
Yeah, exactly. Like, that was just a walk. There was nothing going on.
When I get home, the day has already changed. There's no one home. Neither Fujine nor Sakura is around now. I collapse to the floor. I lie on the ground and finally calm down. I take a deep breath. When I inhale, my heart cries in pain as if cracking apart. No, that's wrong. It wasn't just cracked. It had a hole in it, but it healed and the wound tries to open up again when I inhale. So, it's true that I was almost killed. No, that's wrong too. I wasn't almost killed. I was actually killed. But I'm still alive in spite of that because someone saved me. I wonder who it was. I should at least thank them. Since the person was there, that the person might have something to do with them. But that makes no difference to the fact that the person saved me. I had to thank them one of these days. The moment I let my guard down, the pain returns. At the same time, I feel like vomiting. I sit up and resist the sickness. I place my hand on my bare chest where the uniform is ripped. Even though I was saved, I did have a hole in my chest. That feeling, such an unpleasant feeling, a spearhead entering my body isn't something I can forget easily. I'll have nightmares about this for a while. As if he needed more PTSD.
Yeah. Let's just keep piling on the trauma.
If I close my eyes, it feels like the lance is still in me. I shake off that illusion and try to calm down. Alright, I'm starting to calm down. The result of all that training every night. Just taking a few breaths clears my mind, and the heat and nausea vanish from my body. About those guys. A man in blue and a man in red. They looked human, but I do not think they were. Were they like ghosts or something? But I've never heard of ghosts with form able to associate directly with people. And they were talking to. If they have their own will, it's hard for me to think of them as just ghosts. I've heard that the only ghosts with the body are spirits, but aren't they shaped differently from humans? No, that is not the problem. There's another fundamental problem. Those two who were killing each other. The murderous burglar that appeared in the neighborhood. The ongoing ominous events in Fuyuki City. All I can tell with such thoughts is that it's way out of my league. If I was still alive. Perhaps because the wound on my chest is so vivid, I complain about things I shouldn't. Idiot. I've already decided to do whatever I can, even when I do not understand. Complaining comes later. First, I have to decide whether or not it's my concern. Huh? Oh! Good thing I've trained how to endure horrific body horror pain for half my life. Yeah, exactly. Woo. The bell hung from the ceiling rings. This is a magus house, even if only a poor one. There is a boundary field that alerts me when a stranger enters the property. A burglar at a time like this? As I speak, I realize my foolishness. That can be it. With this timing, right after that strange incident, that can be it. There's an intruder. Not a burglar, but an assassin who's here for my life. Because I remember that guy saying, "You saw us, so did I." The house is filled with silence. In the silent darkness, the murderous intent I felt at school is slowly drawing closer. My throat gulps. I feel a sharp chill running down my spine. I will be instantly pierced if I move from this room. I frantically contain the scream about to escape my mouth. The instant I release it, the assassin will happily jump in and take the opportunity to kill me. If that happens, it will be just like before. I'm prepared. I will be pierced by that lance again. The moment I think about it, my breathing goes wild. Damn it. I'm ashamed that I'm about to give up my saved lives so easily and that I'm afraid. Gritting my teeth and holding my chest, I try to restrain myself. I should get used to it. This is the second time. This is the second time I'm about to be killed. That alone is enough to make me want it to end differently from last time. Besides, I'm a magus. What have I been learning for the past 8 years if I can even protect my own life? Alright. Let's do it. No thinking. Right now, I just have to counter the intruder. First of all, I need a weapon. Listen, I am trying to voice the pained, panicked breathings of Shiro as best as I can. It is not my fault. I may just do it differently than how the original voice actor intended, shush. Even though I'm a magus, all I can do is strengthen something that could be a weapon. To fight, I need a weapon. The shed has lots of things that could become weapons, but it's too far away. If I'm attacked when I leave this living room, it will just be a repeat of what happened earlier. It will be difficult, but I have to find a weapon here. Something long and thin would be best. My opponent's weapon is a lance, so something like a knife won't do. It would be great if there were a wooden sword or something, but of course there's nothing. If anything here could be a weapon, it's... Man, only the poster Fujina left here. I'm disappointed. But despite that, I'm determined even in this hopeless situation. Things are already as bad as they can be, so they can't get any worse. So all I have to do is run forward until I run out of energy. Trace on. With the words that suggest my reconstruction, I channel magical energy into the 60 centimeter long poster. I have to turn it into something that can repel that lance, so I need to channel magical energy into every corner and solidify it. Taiga coming in clutch, yeah!
She's the real protagonist.
Basic quality, analyze. Look, the circuit! I extend my consciousness. As if soaking my blood into the poster through my skin, I permeate magical energy into it. Basic quality, reinforce. A sense that I've hit the bottom, right before the magical energy overflows from it. Trace off. I cut off all connection with the poster and shudder at the feeling of success. The poster is now as hot as metal, but it's as light as it was before, so I couldn't ask for a better sword. I did it. How many years has it been since I last succeeded at strengthening magic? It's kind of ironic. The magic I've never been able to achieve since Kiritsugu died is finally working in this kind of situation. Anyways, now I might be able to do something. I have some knowledge of how to use a sword. I hold the poster with both hands and stand up. I'll die anyway if I stay here, and I don't think I would be able to flee even if I escape this house. So all I can do is run straight to the shed and make a stronger weapon. Come. If you're going to come, it won't be like before. At the instant I think that, my whole spine shivers. When did he arrive? Appearing from the ceiling, the guy dropped straight at me. Huh? Silver light descends upon me. The guy that seemed to have come straight through the ceiling descends to pierce my head. You! I frantically escape by rolling forward.
I'd roll.
He lands softly while I keep rolling, but I stop rolling and stand with my freshly made starting hand. He turns to face me, looking bored.
You're causing unnecessary troubles. I was being considerate by killing you before you noticed me.
He raises his lance again, seemingly uninterested. I don't know why, but he lacks the spirit he had at the school ground. In that case, I might be able to outwit him.
Jeez, I never thought I'd kill the same person twice in one day. Guess it just means the human world is always filled with bloodshed.
The man is complaining as if he thinks nothing of me. I slowly move backwards. It's about 3 more meters to the window. Once out the window, it's about 20 meters to the shed. Then I can run off this instant. Invincibility frames, yeah.
You have to reconnect to the call.
Take your time. Don't worry.
See ya. I'll come back.
I couldn't hear you. Are you there, hon?
Hello?
There you go. Okay, it was muffled a little bit.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can.
See ya. Don't come back this time, kid.
He says blankly, as if sighing it out. Ooh. Pain assails my right arm. It happened in an instant. The man's lance is thrust without time for me to react. I could have faced my second death with that blow, but what prevented it was my newly made sword. He must have thought it was just paper. The lance thrust as if the poster wasn't there was deflected by it and only skimmed my right arm.
Wow. That's a strange technique you've got there.
The man's expression goes away. His carelessness disappears, and now he's staring at me with beast-like eyes. I screwed up. I was just being stupidly optimistic when I thought I could do something. The thing before me is a monster beyond belief. Painfully, I realize my foolishness for letting my guard down, even slightly against him. That's right. If I'd been really desperate, I should have run frantically to the window as soon as I miraculously avoided his first attack.
I thought you were just a kid, but I see. I do feel some magical energy from you, even though it's weak. That must be why you're alive even after I stabbed you through the heart.
Watchdog recognizes. No spoilers. He points his lance at me. I won't be able to block it. I can't possibly block that lightning fast blow. If his weapon were a sword, I might have been able to at least prepare for it. But that's a lance. A sword follows a line, but a lance is a point. How am I supposed to follow a block from a point I can't even see coming?
Good. Looks like I might be able to have a little fun.
Oh boy! The man's body descends. In that instant, his lance is swung sideways. I blocked the lance coming at my face with just my instincts.
Good boy. Here comes the next one.
Did you just call him a good boy? There's a huge whirlwind. I don't know how he's moving the lance in this small room, but it makes a beautiful arc and... comes to attack my body from the other side. My constructed sword and move to stop it bends. Is he using a hammer? Damn, this numbness feels like I've broken the bones in my arm. Damn you. Huh? I swing the sword instinctively. He must take me lightly as he hasn't pulled back his lance, so I flick away the shaft with my sword. The arms that hit it go numb. The sword bends even more and the man's lance only moves slightly.
You're useless. Gave you a chance, but you didn't do anything worthwhile. Well, I guess it's asking too much to expect good arm fighting from Emmaus.
No one in this fucking game is heterosexual. Is this getting homoerotic? Is it just me? You know, just a little bit. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. The man was just playing with me. He let me hit him once since I blocked him twice, but I used up my one and only chance for just a makeshift attack. That's why he sees no point in fighting me anymore.
You've let me down. I'll just kill you now, kid.
He readies his lance again. Say, during that small unnecessary movement. What you want, idiot? Without looking behind me, I jump out the window. Run, run. Oh, run, boy, run. I break the window with my back and roll outside. I roll a few times, get up and... without a thought, I turn and swing behind me. The man hesitates a moment as I deflected his lance thrust. As I expected, if I jump out the window, he could definitely come after me, and he could kill me even before I could get up. That's why I expected the fatal blow and swung at it. It was a bold plan. I could have died if I was a second too late or a second too early, but considering the difference in our skill, I could have never have been too early. So all I had to do was get up as fast as possible and swing at what was coming behind me. Just pure reflex.
This is so cool.
The result was perfect. I won my bet and deflected the man's lance. I quickly regained my balance. Now I have to make it to the shed before he recovers. Oh,
Fly.
Huh? The man who supposedly had his lance knocked away comes up to me empty-handed and spins and executes a roundhouse kick. Oh man! I mean, he is a lancer, but that doesn't mean a spear is all he has, you know? The scenery flies past me. My battered chest is numb and I cannot breathe. No, what's more surprising is I'm flying. I never in my dreams thought that I could be sent flying by a mere roundhouse kick. I fall to the ground from my back. I hit a wall and come crashing down. The upside down background, yeah. I can't breathe. My vision is blurred. I managed to stand, supporting myself against the wall of my destination, the shed. I tracked the man with my blurry vision. I must have been kicked 20 meters. The man approaches, lance in hand. I'll be killed. I'll definitely be killed. The man will be here in a second. If I don't want to die now, I have to get out and face him. Oh. The lance comes out at me. I can't even turn around fully and my collapsing body faces the man's lance.
Damn, if you're a man, keep yourself together.
How fortunate. I got lucky as I couldn't hold myself up and my knees collapsed. The lance goes over my head and hits the door of the shed, opening it. The fucking serendipity, huh? Oh. Look at Archer, he has that class, but we mainly see him with 2 swords. Yeah, don't worry about it. So this is my last chance. If I go in the shed, there should be something that I could use as a weapon. I enter the shed on all 4s. There. Here. Oh, that is you, I think.
Huh?
That is you.
Here, this is it.
A fatal, inescapable blow is thrust. You! And I block it. I unroll the poster and make it into a one-time shield. Ooh, a huge impact. The opened up poster did block the lance, but it was not strong enough. It spears through and transforms back into its original paper. Hit by the impact of the thrust lance, I am flung to the wall. I fall on my butt and recover myself. When I raise my head to try to find a weapon...
Checkmate. That was a pretty surprising move, kid.
The man is pointing the lance at me. This is it. The man's lance is pointed directly at my heart. I know this. This is the smell of death I felt just a few hours ago.
But I don't understand. You're quick-witted, but you suck at magic. Seems like you have talent, but I guess you're just too young.
I can't hear him. My mind is focused only on the weapon in front of me. It's only natural, because I'll die when that thing is thrust. So everything else is gone from my mind. What else can I think about now that things have ended up like this?
It's unlikely, but maybe you were the seventh one. Well, this is it for you, even if that's the case.
The man's arm moves. The movement I couldn't even see before looks like it's in slow motion now. The running silver light. The spearhead moves straight for my heart. It will spill blood in the next second. I know this feeling. The feeling of metal running into me. The taste of blood coming out my throat. The sense of the world around me disappearing. I felt all of it earlier, and I had to experience it again? Really? I don't understand. Why do I have to go through this? This is bullshit. I can't accept this. I can't just die here meaninglessly. I was saved, so I can't die so easily. I had to live and fulfill my obligations. If I die, I can't do that. But the lance will pierce me. The spearhead will cut into my flesh and pierce my heart. It pisses me off. It's ridiculous to kill someone that easily. It's ridiculous for me to die so easily. Dying twice in one day, that's ridiculous as well. Everything is so screwed up that I can't contain it all, and... Damn it. I won't be killed meaninglessly by someone like you. Huh? Ooh. Truly it. Appeared like magic. In a blinding light, it appears from behind me. My mind stops. All I know is that the figure who appeared is a girl. The moment it appears, it repels the lance thrust at my heart and steps up to the enemy without hesitation.
Must be the seventh servant.
The man readies his deflected lance and the girl swings something she's holding. Sparks fly twice. A strong swing. The man hesitates, receiving a heavy blow from the girl. He must have realized he's at a disadvantage as he jumps out of the shed with bestial speed. While keeping her guard up against the man, she quietly turns to me. There she is!
There she fucking is!
The wind is strong today. The clouds drift and the moon appears for a brief moment. The silver light that shines into the shed lights up the girl in knightly form. I'm speechless. Not because I'm confused by the sudden turn of events. I'm at a loss for words because of this girl's overwhelming beauty. The girl stares at me, emotionlessly, with her jewel-like eyes. Do you want to be Saber?
I ask of you, are you my master?
She says, in a valiant voice. Master? I only repeat back her words. I don't know who she is or what she's talking about. All I know is that this small girl is the same kind of being that the man outside. The girl says nothing and just stares at me, silently. How can I put this? The figure in front of me is so special that I forget the situation, that the man outside could come and attack at any second. It feels like time has stopped just around me. The fear of death has disappeared and only this girl fills my vision.
I, Servant Saber, have come forth in response to your summons. Please give me an order, Master.
She speaks again. The instant I hear the words master and servant, a pain shoots through my left hand. It's like a hot iron has been placed on my hand. I grab my left hand instinctively. That must have been the signal, as the girl quietly nods her lovely face.
From this time forth, my sword shall be with you and your fate shall be with me. Now our contract is complete.
Contract? What are you talking about? Even I have some knowledge of magic. I understand what that word means. But the girl doesn't answer me and looks away with the same grace she had when she nodded. She looks out of the door of the shed. There stands the man, his lance ready in his hand. I love this.
This is getting really exciting.
She moves faster than I can think. The knightly girl leaps out of the shed without hesitation. I get up and follow the girl, even forgetting the pain in my body. There's no way that the girl will be a match for him. Even armor like that, she's a girl smaller than me. So, my words are silenced by the sound. I can't believe my eyes. This time, my head really goes blank. What is she? The sound of weapons. The moon is hidden behind the clouds, and the yard has returned to its original darkness. In it, sparks are born from steel hitting steel. The lance-wielding man wordlessly attacks the girl who jumped out of the shed, but the girl parries the blow of the lance and knocks away all following attacks, driving the man back with every blow. I can't believe it. The girl called Saber is overpowering that man. The battle has begun. What happened between me and him earlier wasn't a battle. A battle is a fight between two people who can't kill each other. What are the difference in skills? If each has a way of killing the other, then you can call it a battle. Their fight is a battle in that sense too. The man's lance that I couldn't even see is thrown with even more power, but the girl parries it with the thing in her hands and closes it on the man. Oh. Yeah. The man retreats a bit. He holds his lance vertically to protect his ribs as the girl goes for them. Hell yeah, Saber! For a moment, the man's lance glows. It was a blow like an explosion, and I guess it really was one. The instant the man blocks the thing the girl is holding, the lance in his hands glows as if electrified. The man, and even I, can't tell what that is. That is a force of magical energy so strong that it's visible. In each of the girl's blows is a terrible amount of magical energy. That outrageous amount of magical energy is penetrating the opponent's weapon just by touching it. Such a thing, it would take such force just to block it. If you think of the man's lance as an accurate sniper rifle, the blows of the girl are like those of a powerful shotgun. Every time the girl swings, the yard is filled with light, but that isn't what's overpowering the man.
Howard, what are you doing hiding your weapon?
The man complains while avoiding the girl's fierce attacks. The girl doesn't answer, but only attacks even more with the thing in her hands. The man retreats with not even a chance for a counterattack, because the girl's weapon is invisible. As he cannot sense her range, it would be careless to attack recklessly. Yes, it is invisible. The girl definitely has something in her hand. But as you can see what shape it is nor how long it is, you can't really tell anything about it. Perhaps it's totally invisible, as it does not show up even when sparks fly over from it. Oh. I love. The man must
I love
be...
the art.
The man must be having a hard time defending against it, as his moves aren't as sharp. And the girl just lets out a voice for the first time. She swings her weapon with more fury. A storm of swings without pause. The flying sparks remind me of a blacksmith hitting iron. The lance-wielding man blocks them, clucking his tongue. I must say, I admire his skills even though he tried to kill me. The man is blocking invisible blows, watching only the opponent's legs and arms.
You know, fuck this guy, but he's pretty cool.
But that's it. You only need to beat someone down. You only need to beat down someone who's gone defensive. As if to say so, the girl steps even closer to the man and delivers a blow with all her might, as if smashing him down.
Don't underestimate me, fool.
He must see this as his opportunity as the man disappears. No, he jumped.
That was the other one.
Eh?
I thought it was the other character talking.
No, it was. Oh, yeah, it was the Lancer. Nope, he jumped back, making it look like he disappeared. The girl's blow cuts through the air and destroys the ground, kicking up dust. The blow, swung as a final one, was easily dodged. Idiot, what is she doing? I can tell even from a distance. I don't know about the careful blows from before, but such a big blow won't be able to touch that man. Even that man's body must have been straining under all those attacks, but he suppressed it for an instant and jumped away. As if this blow will determine the victor. Huh. The man who jump backs from meters jumps as soon as he lands. As if reversing his retreat, he jumps at the girl. In contrast, the girl still has her sword in the ground. That opening is irrevocable. The red lance returns in less than a second and the girl twirls her body with the sword still in the ground. So the contest lasts less than a second. The man sees his mistake and tries to hold back while the girl uses her whole body to execute her blow. Bonk. Yeah, I know. Lancer is not going to get an opening. The man blown away and the girl who blew him away both seem discontent. They each launched their blows to kill the other. Even if they allowed them to escape immediate danger, they were worthless. Their distance opens. The two stare at each other silently.
What's wrong, Lancer? Would not do your name credit if you just stand there. If you will not come, I can.
Oh, I love her so much!
She's so cool. You're gonna come and die? I don't mind. But let me ask you this first. Your Noble Phantasm, is it a sword?
The man glares as if staring right into her heart.
Who knows? It might be a battle axe, or it might be a spear. It might even be a bow, Lancer. Keep talking, Saber.
Perhaps it's really funny for him. The one called Lancer, lowers his lance. It looks like he's indicating that he doesn't want to fight anymore. Huh? The girl is puzzled by Lancer's action. But I know that stance. It was used in that fight a few hours ago in the schoolyard. It's a fatal move that was supposed to have ended the show.
I'll ask just in case, since this is our first meeting. Do you want to call it even?
Ooh.
It's not a bad deal, right? See, that slow master over there is useless. And it so happens my master is a coward. I think it's in both our interests to hold off on this match until we're both better prepared. I refuse. You will fall here, Lancer. That's so cool.
Also, please look at just the way she's holding the raw magical energy.
I know I'm looking. I'm so excited. I see. Jeez, all I wanted was to do was check things out, you know? I didn't want to stay long once a servant came out.
It is Pride Month after all. It seems like the air around them is distorted. Lancer lowers his stance. A chill runs through the air at that moment. It's exactly like back then. The magical energy rumbles in a whirlpool centered on that lance. I don't know which one of the two said that, but that's you.
I'm also trying to figure it out. Noble Phantasm?
The girl readies her apparent sword and glares at the enemy in front of her. The girl, facing the enemy, knows better than I how dangerous he is.
See ya. I'll take care of that heart of yours. I'll take that heart of yours.
The beast jumps. Lancer instantly appears in front of the girl as if he teleported and thrust his lance at the girl's feet. It was a bad move, even to my eyes. With the lance already lowered, it couldn't be effective to aim low at the girl. To prove my point, the girl jumps over the lance and moves forward to slash the Lancer away. At that moment...
Gae?
with words themselves charged with magical energy. There it is! Gae! Shut up, Sonari! Gae Bolg. The lance thrust at the girl's feet rushes towards her heart. Huh? Ooh! Her body rises into the air. The girl is driven up into the air by the blow of the lance, and she crouches down. No, lands on the ground. Ooh. Wow. Ooh.
Oh.
Saber fucked. Saber fucked.
No, she's fine.
The way he said gay and your mind automatically filled in sex behind it. Shut up. She's bleeding. The girl who hasn't even received a scratch so far is bleeding badly from her chest.
I never have any idea who's talking.
That is Saber.
A curse. No, a reversal of causality.
I'm surprised too. No, since I saw it from a distance, I can tell better than her that the attack just now was a strange one. The lance was definitely aimed at her feet, but it suddenly changed course, moving strangely in an impossible direction and pierced the girl's heart. But the lance itself has not grown or bent. It looks so natural that it makes one think that the lance just was already in her heart. And for that reason, it's strange. It's not as simple as the lance changing its course and piercing her heart. The lance did not change its course, but changed the means so that the result could be so. The lance thrust with that name carried the result of piercing her heart as a premise. In other words, the process and the result were reversed. As long as there was a result of the lance piercing her heart, the course of the lance was merely something added later to prove the fact.
That's so cool.
An evil thorn that breaks through all defenses. A lance that pierces the heart every time it's used. A weapon that determines your fate just by its use. How can anyone block such ridiculous attack? However, the enemy tries to dodge it. The lance will pierce the heart without fail. That's why this move is fatal. A cursed lance that always pierces the opponent with one thrust. But the girl has evaded it by a small margin. She is wounded, but it was not a fatal blow. In a sense, her actions were more impossible than the lance. The instant the lance was thrust, she turned and jumped back with all her might as if she knew this was going to happen. Do you love the insane concepts in the Nasu burst? Yeah! Either she had incredible luck, or enough divine protection to nullify the curse of the lance. Either way, she avoided a fatal blow and sullied the lance's name. Oh, this poor girl. That still must have hurt, though. The girl catches her breath. The blood that was running so much has stopped, and even her stab wound is healing. I guess that's extraordinary. I knew she wasn't normal, but still, that's too strange. Like her skills to fight against Lancer, like the incredible magical energies in each of her blows, and like her body that heals by itself, this girl clearly surpasses Lancer. But that was only up until now. Even if it's healing, her wound is deep. If Lancer attacks her now, she will be defeated without even being able to defend herself. But with this overwhelming advantage, Lancer doesn't move. He glares at the girl, grinding his teeth so hard that I can hear it.
You evaded, Saber. My fatal Gae Bolg.
A voice that seems to echo from the ground.
Gae Bolg, you are Ireland's man of light.
Lancer frowns. His hostility disappears as he clacks his tongue in annoyance.
I screwed up. If I'm gonna use this move, it needs to be fatal. Jeez, I guess being too famous is bad too.
The pressure goes away. Lancer doesn't even attack the wounded girl and simply turns his back and moves to the edge of the yard.
It's the rule of servants to fight to the death if your identity is discovered, but unfortunately, my master is a coward. He's telling me to go back since you've evaded my lance.
Fair.
You are running away, Lancer. Yeah, I don't mind if you come after me, Saber. Just be prepared to die when you do.
With one bound, Lancer easily jumps over the wall and disappears. Ah.
Wait, Lancer!
The wounded girl starts running to pursue the enemy. Is she stupid? I run through the yard with all my strength. The girl will go after him if I don't stop her instantly. But there was no need for that. When the girl tries to jump over the wall, she clenches her chest and stops. Hey, Soja! So you missed the entirety of the other 2 days to catch up with the continuity we left off with Rin? Saber was summoned. Saber got penetrated by Lancer's Gae Bolg.
Oi.
We know the name of the spear now is Gae Bolg, and Saber has identified him as the Child of Light from Ireland, so that should give many hints as to what his name is. You know, don't worry. And now Shiro is going to be trying to help Saber up a little bit. I run to her and stare at her. No, I try to approach her to call out to her, but I forget about it the instant I come near her. To put it simply, everything about her is absurd. Not that I'm near her, I can tell that the shining armor she wears is really heavy. The old-fashioned cloth is smooth, a vivid blue. No, that isn't what fascinates me. The girl who seems to be a few years younger than me is beautiful. The golden hair lit by the moonlight is finely textured as if sprinkled with gold dust. The face, with some sign of naivety, has elegance and her white skin looks soft. White!
White!
I can't call out to her because I am fascinated by her beauty, and also for another reason. Why? Because seeing the girl fighting and getting hurt somehow made me mad. All the while I'm fascinated with her, the girl has her hand on her chest, but that ends quickly. The girl lets her chest go and looks up as if the pain has gone away. She stares directly at me. I'm not sure how I should talk to her, but I noticed something about her. The wound is gone? I love that, like, Shiro is like, I am fucking mad that I got protected right now. Like, she got hurt because of me? That is not how I roll, come on. Despite the fact he was almost fucking dead, you know? Even though it missed her heart that Lance stabbed her in the chest, but she's unscathed. I've heard of healing magics, but I didn't see her using anything like that. So that must mean even if she gets wounded, she automatically heals. Then my brain switches gear. This is no time to be fascinated by her. She's a strange being. I can't let my guard down until I know what she is. Who are you? I take half a step back and ask her.
What do you mean? I am the servant Saber. You've summoned me, so I do not think you should need to confirm it.
And yeah, it seemed like Lancer was fleeing, so seeing the full context of what happened here is interesting.
It is kind of really exciting seeing it from, like, both sides.
The servant Saber?
Yes, so please call me Saber.
She replies without hesitation. Her tone is polite, yet gentle, and just hearing it makes my head go blank. Hey, what am I getting excited about? Had this, strange name. I hide my burning face with my hand and really stupidly, I don't know what else to say. I couldn't know any of such thing to say. Since I asked her name, isn't it natural for her to introduce herself? In that case, it would be impolite to stay silent like this. I'm Shiro. My name is Miyashiro. I live in this house. He's just flopping a bad bitch immediately.
Fumbling the bad bitch.
I can't believe he could just drop the ball like this.
I believe it.
What am I doing? Are my answers getting stupider? She told me her name, so I should answer to. I know I'm confused right now, but I have to be polite no matter who it is. Oh, this is the man who fucking cleaned the ground of his own blood after dying. Oh yes, Soja! You missed that! After Lancer killed Emilia and he got, like, healed by Rin, Shiro just fucking shambled back up onto his feet, like, a while after, looked down at himself bloodied up, and the fucking blood on the ground, and proceeded to go into the nearest classroom, pull out a bucket and mop, and start cleaning up the mess of his own murder.
Literally first instinct, first action, no hesitation. Oh, I better clean this up.
He's so good. Yeah, he did such a... The girl, Saber, just stares at me without changing her expression. No, wait, I take that back. That's not what I meant to ask you, actually. Right, Soja?
I know. You're not a formal master, correct?
Huh?
But you're still my master. As long as we've made a contract, I will not betray you. There is no need for you to be so cautious.
Crap. I can hear her words, but they make no sense to me. All I know is that she's calling me with a ridiculous word like master. That's wrong. My name isn't master.
Then I shall call you Shiro. Yes, I like the sound of that better.
As soon as she says my name, I think my face lit up on fire. Shouldn't you call someone by their last name on the first meeting? Yeah,
He has no idea.
I love Anya's voice for Saber. Oh, wait a minute, why are you calling me?
Oh, thank you. That's very sweet.
Pain suddenly runs through my left hand. It's burning. There it is. The back of my hand is burning. My hand feels like it's on fire, and on it is a strange mark that looks like a tattoo.
Small thing.
What?
Driving me absolutely crazy. With how well textured the rest of the hand is. His knuckles are so smooth.
Smooth knuckles. No, he didn't. He's just seeing them for the first time.
That's called a command spell, Shiro. It's the 3 claims on a servant's obedience and the life of a master. Please do not use it thoughtlessly.
Yeah, thank you.
Like a certain somebody across town.
who used one of them and is about to use a second one. Before I can finish with argue, the air around her changes.
Shiro, heal my wounds.
She speaks in a cold voice. It seems her attention is on something far away between the wall and not on me. Wait, you're asking me? I'm sorry, but I don't know any such difficult magic. Besides, it's already healed? Saber frowns a bit. I think I said something really wrong there.
Then I shall face them as I am now. The regeneration only healed the outside, but one more fight should not be a problem.
Okay, so Watchdog, only the F-Go command spells recharge, because essentially you have the entirety of the base's like magic energy pouring into you and your servants. So they're like, they're kind of special because the operation is completely different from a Holy Grail War, and also, very importantly, they are far weaker than the usual command spells. Ritsuka's are very weak in comparison to a Holy Grail Wars. It is, however, implied that Ritsuka recharges the command spells by getting hooked up to the fucking reactors of the place. So that's cool. I think they reload on their own in time too, but like, it's implied that she just gets hooked up to the whole system to pump them full. One more? What?
There are 2 enemies outside. Judging by their presence, it should only take a few seconds to defeat them.
Saying so, Saber jumps lightly. Just like Lancer, she leaps over the wall and disappears outside. I'm left alone in the yard. The enemies outside? I need you to recontextualize the fight we saw on the prologue with Rin, in which she obliterated Archer and she is still wounded from getting hit by Lancer's Noble Phantasm.
That's kind of really cool.
As soon as I say it out loud, I realize what it means. Hold on, are you going to fight again? My body starts to move. Without thinking, I run to the gate with full force. I run to the gate, unlock it with trembling hands, and jump outside. Saber, where are you? I search through the dark. The moon is hidden, now of all times, and it's completely dark, but I hear something nearby. There. The strongest servant, after all, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I run to the small road with no sign of anyone on it. It all happens in an instant. Saber is confronting a familiar guy in red. Saber runs at the man in red without hesitation, takes his guard down with one blow and easily slashes the man in red. Saber raises her arm to finish him off, but right before the man in red's neck is slashed, he disappears as a powerful magic is cast. Saber doesn't stop. She dashes to the person behind the man in red and easily cuts off the large spell the person launches. What the? I knew she was strong, but this is overwhelming. That spell right now was at a level of intervention magic that I can't even compare with. Thought I could use one as strong as that, but to cast a natural intervention of that power instantly, I don't think even a first-class magus could do so. But Saber nullified even that master-class magic. The enemy must be a magus, as the match is decided right there. The magus' attacks are no use against Saber, and she mercilessly attacks the magus. A sound of someone falling backwards. The magus has miraculously dodged Saber's blow, but the enemy now can't move. Saber corners the enemy and points her invisible sword. My mind freezes. Probably because the moon lights up the scene for an instant. I can tell the figure Saber is pointing at is human. I can tell who it is, but the image of Saber killing someone and getting splattered with blood pops into my head. Saber moves. She will pierce the enemy's throat with the thing in her hand. Stop, Saber! I scream as loud as I can. Her sword stops. Thank God I can't see her sword. The end of her invisible sword isn't wet with the enemy's blood. Don't, please, don't do it, Saber. I address her, glaring, preparing myself to do my best to stop her.
Why do you stop me, Shiro? She's an archer's master, or she is archer's master. We have to kill her here.
No, Saber has no intention of stopping. She only stopped because I said so, and she is ready to bring her sword down at any time. I'm telling you to wait. You're calling me master, but I do not understand anything at all. If you're going to call me that, I think you should explain things to me first. If she kills Magus, I will have to clean up more blood. Also, I like that right now Rin must be just like having all the gay thoughts in her right now, like, oh my god, she didn't kill me, and she's
wow,
just like
what a
fawning.
pretty lady. Oh my goodness.
Saber doesn't answer. She only stares at me in silence. You're doing this in the wrong order, Saber. I still don't know who you are, but I'll listen if you talk, so please, don't do this. Saber is silent. Still pointing her sword at the fallen enemy, she looks at me discontentedly.
What do you mean by that? Are you demanding ideals like not hurting anyone unnecessarily?
Huh? Not hurting anyone unnecessarily? Well, it is true that we should avoid fights as much as possible, but I'm not so good-natured as to release someone who came to attack me.
So you're saying, do not take life even if it is that of the enemy, correct? I will not obey such an order. An enemy is someone you must defeat. If you still want me to stop, make me obey with your command spell.
I'm talking about you. A girl should be swinging swords around, all the more so if you're hurt. Shiro! Shiro, please! I do remember in the... There is interviews between Naso and, like, I think also Takeuchi, talking about the deal between Saber and Shiro too. I have many words to say about specifically the Fate route, but that will be soon.
I presume that will come with time.
Yeah. Wait, I don't even know if it's a sword or not, huh? Anyway, you can't do that! Oh. Saber looks dumbfounded, as if taken aback. How long were we standing like that? So, when will Saber-san lower her sword? The figure on the ground suddenly speaks. She's getting bored! Oh! Saber suddenly concentrates her attention on her sword.
Give up. I have no sword to lower in front of an enemy.
He's scoping hard is what he is, yeah. Even if your master says to lower it? Wow, so even Saber could betray her own master, huh? Saber grits her teeth. But Saber lowers her sword and relaxes. Saber's hostility disappears, so she must have put away her sword as well. I see then. I can stand up, right? The one on the ground stands up. She looks shameless, brushing her rear. Hey, wait a second! That sulky person is a— What?! You're Tosaka?! Yes?
Oh, smug.
Good evening, Emiya-kun. Tosaka Rin replies with a big smile. Huh? That gets me. If she treats me normally like that, everything that happened up until now seems like a dream and— No, my head is about to explode, jeez. How easy could things be if it did? Well, no, so you were using magic right now, so that means... I'm a Magus. Well, we're the same, so it's not something I need to hide. When she replies clearly like that, it makes me seem stupid for asking. I stuck inside. You don't know anything, right, Emiya-kun? She has realized the situation. So saying...
Taking control.
So saying, she walks towards the entrance. Wait, what are you thinking? And then, she turns. The smile on her face isn't like the previous one. Are you stupid? I am thinking about a lot of things, that's why I want to talk to you. Emiya-kun, it's good to be surprised by sudden turns of events, but it could sometimes cost you your life if you don't just accept it. Incidentally, do you understand that now is one of those times? She glares at me. It's fine if you understand, so let's go to your place. Tosaka goes through the gate. She's really pissed. It's only natural. She had a sword pointed at her until now, and she was almost killed. No, but still. Is it just my imagination, or is she totally unlike how she seems at school? Yeah? Yeah? And with that, we have officially gone past the continuity of the prologue. Oh yeah.
Ooh, we did it.
She instantly goes from, well, at least I'm gonna die with a raging boner to, hey, I'm alive and can manipulate the situation to my advantage.
Would now be a good time to pause narratively, since we're now, like, caught back up?
As in, to stop until next time?
That is indeed what I mean.
If you are feeling wary right now, I think it would be a very good place to stop this, and we can actually have the, what I presume is going to be Rin explaining what the fuck a Holy Grail War is to Shiro.
I'm very excited for this.
Right before a huge wall of exposition. Okay, yeah, it's gonna be a huge wall of exposition, so it seems like a good point to stop.
I would like to be here entirely for that.
That sounds good to me.
Oh man. I'm so excited. This is so cool. I was like, going into this, my initial thoughts were definitely like, yeah, cool. Like, I'm just gonna have some good fun with some classic anime trash. And now, 5 streams in, I'm gripped. I'm so fucking interested.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's how fate gets you, you know? That's how fate gets you.
Like, I was already kind of feeling excitement, but now it's so all-encompassing and unironic. I just want more.
You have seen the stakes, you have seen the fight, you have seen the summoning, you have the characters set up as protagonists, you have the interactions in school contrasting with the fighting between servants, and now you're ready.
Like, it's really funny because all that like droning detail that they gave us in the like start of the prologue, that was a little dry to get through, has made the world feel more complete by emphasizing all the boring parts. Mm-hmm. So the magical, like, it sticks out more, you know? We're not merely told that it's surprising. We're shown just like the most normal, boring place that exists. And then they're just like, oh, and also here's all this weird shit happening there, but we'll get to that.
Yep. Oh, God. I didn't think we were going to see a Noble Phantasm unleashed already.
I'm pretty about it already.
Yeah.
That was really, really sick.
Okay, Gae Bolg is literally so bullshit. It literally...
I was literally so interested. I didn't even make fun of Lancer's pants once.
It's right, you didn't. I'm so proud of you.
But yeah, like, I was losing my shit during the description of Noble Phantasm, because it's just like, oh yeah, so, they choose the effect, and the cause is an afterthought.
Yeah,
it's just like, that's bullshit, I love it.
It just pierces the heart first, and then the spear goes through it.
Right, yeah, exactly.
It would work better for you if the magic could contrast the boring scenes by being particularly snappy and quick, but they retain the same pacing. Fair enough. That's fair. It is the style of Nasu.
I was gonna say, I feel like my one response to that criticism would just be that the pacing changes between characters.
That's also
so
fair.
Even though everything comes at the same time, for me it still works. Because, like, the way Rin and the way Shiro have talked about magic are so different, even though it's the way that they talk about everything.
I also love that because Rin specifically has such, like, a internal world of just so much bullshit piled on top of bullshit, and all of her expectations, and all of the narration that she does, and she serves as a gateway into explaining the initial concepts in the prologue. Getting through the exact same amount of time with Shiro was significantly faster.
Yeah, it was 1 versus 3 streams.
Yeah.
And, like, I think it's also very interesting that, like, when we're going through the prologue as Rin, it's all like, oh, this guy, this is everything about them, this is everything they're planning, and this is why I'm better than them, and all this different shit.
And then Shiro is like, I'm gonna mop the fucking blood off the floor. I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm doing it.
It very much, like, emphasizes just how little, like, all the shit she's worrying about matters at all, because it literally doesn't come up to other people.
The mythical version of Gae Bolg is more horrifying, yeah. Its defining feature is that it is barbed, to the extent that it has to be cut out of a person once it has struck.
That's fucking terrifying. I fucking love that, oh my god.
How lovely. There is some very cool weapons, some very cool abilities you have yet to see.
It's really fucking cool. Thanks for bringing me along on this little fucking adventure.
I am literally so excited seeing you excited. But, for now, we should get going.
Until we meet again.
Any last words you have for chat? Or chat, any last words you have for Anya?
Please be nice. I'm very fragile. Genuinely, I can't wait for next week.
I'm very excited. Oh, gosh, I love this stream. I actually genuinely love. See ya, and everyone saying goodbye.
Farewell. Goodbye, everyone. It's been a delight being here over your shoulder.
I love you having. Hey, Anya, are you watching the stream right now?
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Oh my goodness.
There you go.
That was really stupid. I loved that.
Oh, goodbye, Han. See you
Bye.
next time. There we go. Lancer's pants don't get any less dumb, so don't worry. I kinda want to show to Anya images of the later ascensions for Lancer, just because he gets like the top off and he's just like going bare-chested, and I think she's going to enjoy that. But that was fun. It was fun seeing the first fight between Saber and Lancer. Also, Saber really did say, fuck your conceptual weapon, I'm going to dodge the heart, like, destroying ability, huh? like, Lancer was like, I'm going to use a conceptual weapon that pierces the heart, always. And she was like, no, you. And she just didn't. She just didn't. That's how strong she is. I love her. Also, without spoiling anything, for anyone who's just like going along for the ride, I know a lot about Saber. I know a lot about Saber, and I'm playing Lost Belt 6, which has the caster version of Saber, which contrasts very nicely with regular Saber, and I am going to be losing my mind drawing comparisons and feeling so bad and sorry. You know who is coming up, right? No, I literally have no idea. Do not tell me. Specifically because of that, do not tell me. I actually have no idea the, like, pacing of how the end does things. It's hard to be into Fate at all and not know at least a bit about Saber, you feel, yeah? Caster Lancer is a free with every copy of FGO, yeah. Okay, good. Yeah, I am excited to see because you all have expressed your enjoyment of, oh, it's going to be something good, and now I'm curious about what it's going to be. Because I have no idea. Again, I know the broad strokes, I know what happens-ish in each route, like thematically. I know a few of the big fights that happen in some of the routes. I know some of the bullshit in Heaven's Fields. I do not really know exactly who shows up when, and who dies at which point, and who dies in each route. So like, I am excited to see how that pans out. Those are the specifics I'm excited to see for the first time playing the VN. Alas, it is very late. It is 2 AM for me, and I need to decompress after a stream like this, which was only an hour shorter than my usual normal stream times. Appreciate having all of you here. It is genuinely a joy to see the excitement and just like the anticipation. And I hope you all enjoy me and Anya's voices over the characters. Where's the ending music? 1 second, I'm struggling to find the ending music here. Daybreak. There we go. I am sweating. I need you all to know that I have closed my door for this. It's the summer. I know it's nighttime, it's still hot. I do not have AC, only a fan at minimal speed right next to me. So I'll just go and I guess get topless in a moment. Not that you will be able to see it. Shame, huh? But really, thank you all so much for being here, and I will be seeing you next time, Hans. Bye-bye! Plasma, you can just arrive at the ending and comment like that. Plasma, I have said, I know it's the third time I've said it, but Shiro literally got killed, revived, and the first thing he did upon waking up in a fucking traumatic pain of, oh my god, I just died and there's blood everywhere, was to go into the classroom, get a mop, and clean it up. He is the blockhead's head. Anyway, bye! Take two.